The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camo, it's a culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms and white guys that hate black dudes. They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different. They get celebrities to do they talking. They get mansions while they cram us all into apartments. Tell us it's cool to stay in school and then make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target. They want their voice through an amplifier. Violence and our flag on fire. No voter ID required. They want war, they don't want peace. They want defund the police. They want you surrounded by screens. The devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. That's a fact, that's the truth. Look how bad that it gets when it's blue. The devil is a Democrat. That's a rap, it ain't news. And the way they treat America is proof. I swear the devil lives in California, $100 bills. He knows everyone in Hollywood and parties in the hills. Give you everything you ever wanted, plus a couple mil for your soul and your vote. It's a deal. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat.
Well, the devil is a Democrat. Yeah. I honestly think that song is way more accurate than the last time I was trying to name my stream that, and I couldn't get it going. What's going on, everybody? It's Syfaxx. Sorry that it's on such, well, bad fucking tidings. Man, dude, I was at work when all this happened, and I was just like, it was on my lunch break, and I was trying to wrap my head around it. I was trying to still listen to stuff while working, and so I was piecing stuff together. I've been trying to catch up with the rest of it, and man, I'm super I don't know, like I'm discombobulated, right? Because like I didn't watch a ton of Charlie Kirk stuff. I would see him like on like when you're doom scrolling or whatever, and he would always bring up crazy liberal people, and like all he did was go around freaking college campuses and have an open dialogue. That's it. He's not a fucking politician. He's not doing all this. And then it's like, to see this happen, I was like, what in the fuck is happening out there right now? And I wanted to talk about what this could all mean and what it actually could start, because I don't know, like I'm probably more right leaning than left or whatever, but barely, you know, like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are. We're like somewhere in the center, and now they move the left so far to the fucking left that everybody's slightly more right now. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? It's crazy. But even if you just like, yeah, I agree with some of your stuff, whatever, you're just automatically on that side. And the way that they demonize anybody that thinks like that, which is like what normal think was 10 fucking years ago, like just 10 years ago, it's like, yeah, that's just how normal people are. It's fine. Okay. Now you got something that might, I don't know, awaken the non-woke, right? So it's like what happened with the fucking left is, you know, we all call them woke, and they're leftists and liberals and everything. And then the non-woke would be the right, assumingly, right? That's how it would be. Well, you might have just awoken the right into all the shit that you claim that this side is supposed to be. All the violence, all the hatred, all the whatever. You don't see a bunch of fucking videos and stuff of the right actually attacking people, actually doing violence, actually doing all this. The only thing they can ever bring up, they're like January 6th, where the only person who died was somebody who was, if you had to claim, they would be on the right side. That's the only person who died on that day. That's their like call to arms. Like, but you had one person who died on your side, and it's like, at a certain point, do people not just really wake up and see the craziness for what it is, where it's like you're gaslighting people into wanting to fight you, so then you actually have a reason to actually be judged correctly in your assumption. Like, you're going out of your way, your side is going out of the fucking way to incite this shit, and then you're like, see, we told you, we fucking told you, see how crazy they are. It only took us, I don't know, killing some of the people that were super fucking effective, that actually went around and had civil debates and were very civilized people in all their debates, and we just had to kill a few of them to really make them angry, though. And it's like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, I was sitting there just wrapping my head around it all day, and I just can't with these people, man. And I understand what's possibly going to happen, and all the shit that they're talking about, the right, the people who they claim is like all about violence, hatred, who uses all the guns, who hunt for fucking sport, who do brutal physical activities like MMA and shit for fun. They want to go and piss those people off. That's what they're that's their grand fucking scheme and idea. Let's go piss off the people who can do all of the damage, just all of it, though. And they do it for fun in their fucking spare time with each other and laugh about and have a few beers. You want those people fucking angry at? What is the end game here? What how crazy do you have to be like, okay, let's go ahead and believe you're right. The left is right. Like, everyone on the right is insane. They all own guns. All they do is fight in their spare time. They kill for sport. They do all this crazy shit. You know what we should do? Piss them off. Let's go and piss them off. What is your fucking end game? This is how fucking stupid they are. And then you know what they're going to do because you know what's going to happen? Like 10% of the people, because most people are probably still going to be very civil and everything, but there's going to be like 10% who are like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And then something's going to happen, and it's going to take one goddamn thing. It's going to be one thing, and that one person's going to just do an insane amount of damage, probably because they're way more capable than any of these fucking leftist weirdos. And it's going to be global fucking news. They're going to blow it up and see, like, they're going to be like, see, we were fucking right. We were right the whole fucking time. Do you see how dangerous they are? It's like, you just went and like kicked a fucking tiger in the teeth for the last 10 fucking years, and then you let it out of its fucking cage. What do you think is going to happen? I'm just so baffled with like and mainly the response, right? Look, and I should have started off with this, which is, RIP to Charlie Kirk. I mean, like I said, I didn't watch a bunch of his stuff, but I mean, he just went around debating people. He seemed like he was doing good work for his cause and everything. And dude, to hear that some of his family was there, and I couldn't imagine something like that, man. Like, it's so fucking heartbreaking, but it's also so enraging. And I think that's what got me more than like the heartbreak of it all, was like the enrage. I was just like, I don't even fucking follow the dude like that. I don't follow that agenda like that. And I was like, I'm fucking pissed. And especially because the implications of what's going to probably happen after all this. And I don't know. I have a couple people that'll be joining me here in just a little bit, but and then they'll be able to talk about it. I sent them out the links. Let me go ahead and double check and send them links just in case I didn't send them out again. But let's see here. There's the link. There's the link. When they can make it, they'll be on. I probably won't be playing a bunch of funny videos because I only played that song because I was thinking about playing my anime intro, and I didn't think the anime intro that I normally have for my show was kind of appropriate either. And I was like, well, this is a song I tried to play last week and I couldn't get it to work right. This week I got it able to work, whatever. But I'm just curious what people are feeling about this, because I know how I'm feeling about it, and like, which is fucking confused. And I also just saw Rafa Balda here say enraging is the word. That's the proper fucking response. It's fucking enraging. It's like you're attacking the people who you claim are the fucking violent people, whatever. You gaslight the shit out of them. You do all this crazy shit to them, and they take it. They just constantly take it. They're just like, and you know what we say in response? You're retarded. You're the F slur. Like, yeah, we say the nasty words. Oh no, those nasty words didn't leave a fucking family without their goddamn father at dinner tonight. Okay, those nasty words aren't taking children away in a goddamn church. It's you fucking insane leftists with these fucking mental problems. And then you use shit like, I don't know, the 2A stuff that they defend, and you use that because you know it'll be something for your party to fucking defend against. And you're going to sit there and be like, see, guns are bad because I'm a fucking psychopath and I went out of my way to go do psychopath fucking leftist shit with your 2A amendment. And then they use that as like, oh, see you defending the guns, you pieces of shit. Like, dude, you know what's going to happen? And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I would not be surprised if it happens. There's just going to be a dude who just beats somebody to death with their hands in broad daylight, and there's going to be somebody that just lets it happen. And it's going to be some like just right-wing dude who went fucking like like super right-wing crazy dude who just goes fucking nuts and like just beats somebody's face into a pulp, and somebody captures it all on camera. And it's going to be all over the fucking news and be like, that's the psychopath. And then they're going to run with something like that. And it's going to be like, well, look, I didn't need a gun. And that's going to be his defense. I see, I didn't even need a gun. And so it'll be the opposite. It's going to be fucking chaos over this. I'm not aiming for that or saying like, I don't want any of this to happen, but this is what that's what the fucking left is aiming for. They want something that fucking crazy to kind of happen. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be their way to justify all this other bullshit that they're going through. And it's exhausting. That's the other word, Rafa Balde. Enraging is one word. The other thing is exhausting. Let me go ahead and say hi to people who showed up, because I normally do that first. And that way maybe I can like calm my happy ass down, because obviously I'm in fucking spectacular mood about talking about a goddamn tragedy today. Like it's crazy. It's fucking insane. Let's go ahead and go with Sergeant Garatina. Hi, Syfaxx. Still doing my stream on Mighty Morphin Season 2. I'll be there to join you around 11 p.m. Eastern tonight, or are you talking about for your stream? If it's for your stream, I might be able to make that. If so, we'll see. All our Hell friends, Andrew Wordna, one of the best mods out there, and all sorts of channels, obviously over at the DA. Hell friends, love you fools, stay strong. Hey man, I'm doing all right. It's like processing the craziness of all the stuff that's been happening. It's like a culmination of the craziness, and then to have this of all things happen, like, I don't know, I wouldn't have guessed him to be the one. Like, I could see him being attacked on campus, even though he has security around him, like somebody trying to come up and like physically fight it. But this, it's like unfathomable. It's like, what is happening? Ron E says, hey all, what's going on, Ronnie? Hope you're having a good night, man. The best you can. Indiana Jake, I'm about to go on a rampage in GTA to make myself feel better. Hey, whatever makes you feel better, brother. Like, go ahead and handle it. Song is spitting facts. Hey, man. I like the song, even like obviously it talks shit on California. I live in California. Newsom's terrible. We've had nothing but bad governors pretty much all my lifetime. And look, let me also throw this out there. I don't know if Republicans could do any better for a certain extent. I just know that it's kind of the reason that I even like started to like Trump to begin with. It wasn't even just Trump. Trump's funny. Like I thought he was funny. But then the other thing is like, at least it's not the same thing we're doing over and over again, because obviously that's the definition of insanity. Let's just try the other one out. Look, if that one doesn't work, we can say they're bullshit. That's fine. I feel I'm a reasonable person in that. I'm like, look, as far as I've known, when it's under this rule, everything's been shit. Can we try the other one? Let's give it a shot. Let's just see what happens. Because I know my bank account was a lot nicer under Trump than it is now. Well, under Biden. Now it's kind of coming back up again. Oddly enough, what are the odds? Like, it's crazy how that works. But yeah, DK Bones, sub Syfaxx. Hey, DK Bones, dude, if you're not at work, I'll shoot you a link, man, if you want to jump on. Rafabalde said, sup, y'all. About to go to sleep, man, but heartbroken. Hey, Rafabalde, you have a good night, man. And yeah, no, I hear you on that, dude. Like, I know there's probably some people, even in this chat or not, whatever, that are actually fans of Charlie Kirk. I just didn't watch a lot of his stuff. I saw some of his clips and stuff, and obviously I know who he was and who he is and what he represented. I think is the more important thing to me. It's like what he represented and what he did for his cause. And it's like, I know he talked a lot about religion stuff. I'm not very religious. I respect people that are, and it's all good. But it's like, what are these people doing? You're like, all he's doing is preaching what he thinks and believes. Like, he's just out there using words. And you do this, it's fucking insanity, man. It's despicable. Like, it's crazy, man. Ronnie says 100% Syfaxx. It won't help anything for their side. Oh no, it's just that's what I was kind of saying definitely at the beginning, and what I'll probably be mentioning throughout this stream in general is how stupid it is to do this. Even if you're the most radical fucking leftist, the dumbest thing you can do is you basically made him into a martyr. Do you realize that? And I've already been seeing a bunch of posts. It's just like, we are Charlie Kirk, or, they're like, you took down one, now you just made, 75 million others. It's like, it's kind of true. Like, you're going to have a bunch of people that are going to come out of the woodworks who are just like, you know what? Go ahead and try to shoot me too. Let's go. And they're going to be, I don't know if like crazier, maybe more likely, probably less well-spoken, because he was pretty well-spoken, and like, it's going to be a bunch of people like trying to learn a bunch of shit they haven't been or like read up on in a while. So there's going to be a lot of like inarticulate people who don't speak well in public, but there's going to be a lot of them. They're going to be coming out of the woodworks, and what they can't say with words, they might be able to like shoot it, at an eye test, those eye tests that are from like 10, 12 feet away. They'll be like, I could hit every single one of those letters. And they're going to probably be quick draw champions or some shit, man. Good luck with fucking that, you fucking idiots, dude. Ronnie, they're too far gone. They don't see anything they do as bad or wrong. That I actually am. I had a little bit of leeway, but like I thought so. I was like, maybe there's something that can be redeemed. It's looking less and less likely. Less and less likely every day, and every time something like this happens, because they just had that crazy stabbing with that Irina girl, the Ukrainian, who they were just supporting Ukraine like just less than a year ago with all their Ukraine flags, but all of a sudden a Ukrainian dies here on American soil. Nah, screw her. No, we don't cover that. It's like, whoa, that's against the narrative. We don't do that over here. Okay, yeah. it's like if people don't see what goes on with the, especially with the media. Look, if you're on here on YouTube and whatnot, everyone's just gonna have their opinions and whatever. But if you don't see what the mainstream media does, even like I guess Fox would be considered more the closest thing towards right, and a lot of the shit that they say I find to be bullshit, anyways. Probably like 95% of it, if not more. So I get it. I just find all media bullshit. Like I'd rather just read the articles myself, see the videos myself, take my own interpretation of it and like digest it that way than have somebody being like, well, you know what this is, right? This is just a right-wing dog whistle. This is a left-wing dog whistle, whatever the fuck the medias are saying. I'm just like, you're all fucking liars. So like, I don't really care what any of them say. It's here, Rough Baldy. I agree, Ronnie. The media keeps painting the right as all those buzzwords that we know. So they just feel justified to do what they do. Yeah, exactly. They can just throw words out there. I mean, I'll probably be trying to find some of the clips here in a little bit because there's that shit that like JB Pritzker was saying, where it's like he's trying to pin it on January 6th and some bullshit like that's like, what are you talking about? It's the guy goes around. I can't emphasize this enough. The dude went around college campuses that are literally no gun laws on, or like no gun zones, and then has this shit happen, and people are actually out there celebrating it. I don't know. As much as I didn't like Biden, as much as I don't like AOC, as much as I don't like Crockett, as long as I don't want to see any of them dead. I don't want to see them die. I would like to see them removed from their position and go back to their like shitty bartending job or whatever the fuck they did, where they can fuck up my Jack and Coke because they're retarded. Go back to that. I don't want to see you die. Fuck no. I don't even want Biden to die. I don't want any of them to die. Natural causes, fine. Die peacefully in your bed the best way possible. That's what I hope for basically every human being ever. Just die that way. Well, not every human being. There's some exceptions. You know, the PDFs out there. Yeah, you can die under the prison. People like that can die under the prison. But let's go with other stuff. Like, just because I disagree with the way that you handle policy or something, or your religion, whatever, I would never wish that on anybody like that, because that's fucking crazy. It's absolutely absurd. Nestoprenia says they're trying to trigger a civil war. I think there's kind of been like a civil war going on in general to a certain extent, but it's more like a race war, civil war type of deal, and only certain people are affected by it, which is weird. So it's almost selective, where it's like, obviously right now is like the big thing is it's been like this for mainly kind of around like the Trump era. It's like the white versus black stuff for some reason, because dude, I even just had like a new person move into where I'm at. And I brought up some of this stuff, and he was like, "Oh, it's probably because you don't hang out with any black people." And I was like, "Oh, you've never seen me stream or anything, because not just stream, but I also hang out with these people in real life. I don't know, some good friends of mine. You know, I know them, DAT. I don't know, maybe there's a few others you've seen me on with. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Those are just the people I stream with. That has nothing to do with the people I actually, well, and I know them in real life. But it's like, you just assumed because I just said something. It was like, you just probably don't do that. And I'm like, you're a white hippie stoner looking motherfucker. What are you talking about? Like, they just assume. It's like, okay, cool. Thanks for bringing all your facts with you. Anyways, I wonder if the South Park episode will get taken down now. That's the thing, though, is like, I actually thought about that too when that first came, or when all this was happening. I was like, I wonder if it had anything to do with the South Park stuff. But I don't remember it being brought up like with any of the violent stuff. It was just like they were just making fun of the dude. Which, if anything, if you're making fun of somebody, that should put them in a point of weakness. It shouldn't put them in a point of control, in theory, right? Because if if you're making fun of somebody, it's like, dude, even a cartoon show is laughing at this dude. We shouldn't take him seriously. Why would you seriously take him out? Right? That's where my head would go anyways, I think, as a reasonable thing. But maybe they just saw it's like, oh, he's on live TV, even though they're making fun of him. He owned it, and he was just like, he made it his profile picture. It's like even South Park is for him, and it's like, no, they're not, or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure they'll spin it. I'm just so curious what they're going to say in the next like day or two. There's going to be some amazingly awful takes. There's just going to be some awful bullshit that's going to sound the most hateful shit that they're going to spin, and they're going to be like, well, this is Trump's fault. This is the gun's fault. This is this fault. I mean, I've already seen some stuff out there that this might even have been a trans shooter. I've been seeing people post about that. I'm not taking any of that with like a grain of salt until we hear a little bit more, until we get some more stuff. I think I saw one post from Kash Patel, the FBI dude, or the director, who was saying like they do actually have the person in custody. I don't know how true that part is either. I mean, I think we won't really hear much more about this, obviously, until like tomorrow or the next day. So hopefully before the weekend, we'll hear a little bit more about what's going on with that. With that being said, look, I'm going to try not to be funny and play funny little clips and whatnot, but I do have a guest. I got Angel, the casual reviewer, in the background. Angel, hey man, you ready? I see your mic's on mute. You ready? I'm adding you anyways. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. Well, I'm feeling all right. I'm just tripping out on all this bullshit today, man. Like, where were you when you were hearing about this? And like, what did you like? What did you take out of it? Because I was so confused. Out of all the people out there, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, this guy he's just somebody who talks at college campuses. Like, that's what I can't wrap my head around. I'm like, what did he do that was so awful? Like,
he was leading people. That was the thing that was pissing people off. He was able to convert people and make people realize what it is.
Simply by talking.
That's it. Just by talking.
It's almost like he led his life through the word of Jesus Christ, who went around talking to people, and then he went around and talked to people and also converted them. What a weird concept.
Yeah, man. I mean, as soon as I got home today, like, because I came home for a little bit because I had to go back out, drop off my mother, but I came home and I seen the news, and it was just so shocking. Like, I really like Charlie Kirk. I've been following him for a minute now, you know, for at least. Oh,
so you've actually been following him? I've seen clips and stuff, and every time I've seen the clips, usually I'll watch them when I'm doom scrolling, and it's like he always has some type of good little debate or whatever. But I never followed the guy or anything like that. But I was like, I'm aware of who he is, and he seems like he's doing good stuff. And I in my opinion, he was a little too religious for me. I'm not super religious, so I don't. When people get too much into that kind of talk, I'm like, I kind of tune out, and I'm like, okay, man, you do your thing, you do you, it's all good. And I'm like, yeah, it's just not for me. But that's why I was super confused. I was like, did he just say something recent? Like, what happened to trigger something this crazy? Like, I mean, I know he goes around and talks to people, and I guess that just must be it. Is like he's kind of converting people. Is that it? Like they almost kind of crucified him with a bullet or something? What the fuck?
I mean, you have to look at it this way. I mean, the Democratic Party right now is having such a hard time trying to convince people what their agenda is something that's suitable for America right now. And all Charlie Kirk was just doing was just making you see you have a choice. You know what I mean? You don't have to stay stuck where you're at. You don't have to commit to thinking of yourself as a victim all the time. It's just, he was just trying to make people realize, you know what, there's so much more to life than what is out there.
And I feel most of his talking points were literally like direct quotes from like the Bible and then statistics. Like that's what I would hear him. He would just drop direct quotes and statistics. And it's like, that's it. And the information is available to everybody out there. So it's not like he's sitting there just dropping lies. It's just like, this is what's out there. This is what's available to me and to you. And he just would kind of recite it back to them as an argument. And that was kind of it. I'm sure he put a little bit of his own spin on it with his own personal beliefs to a certain extent, but that's kind of it that I got from it. And it's like, real what? That's
You,
it. That's all
you
it
know how I
took.
look at this guy, and I'm gonna be so blunt with you. I look at him as that old lady on the block that gives you all that good advice and was very spiritual in a sense, but you just never thought that anybody would do anything to harm her.
I can
You know
see
what I mean?
that.
Like, yes, she would say some things that might be outrageous to you, you know, because of her age or the way that she might have thought, but you still respected her regardless
Yeah,
because
it's
she
like
still treated you
everybody
with compassion, you know, and that's
and
how he
everybody on your
was.
block would have her back, or whatever. And then when you hear, like, you've definitely seen movies like that too, where it's like all of a sudden the old head from the block gets fucked up, and all of a sudden they go after him. Like I think they did that in, what was it, Four Brothers or whatever. They kind of
Mhm.
did. It was kind of like that same theme ish, but it happened to be their mother. But still, it was like somebody who's been part of that community for so long. It's like, dude, why did you fuck with this person? Like, you fucked with the wrong person. It's like this unassuming person.
You
I
know that a
mean,
man touched somebody when you have somebody like Myron literally crying online. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, and
that
that
guy is
guy's
totally like, I'm not saying that I mean, some of the things he says is kind of true, but some of the things he says is harsh. So you
yeah,
would think something like that would happen to him before it would happen to
a
Charlie
lot of
Kirk.
those manosphere people, they say some like very wild shit, but it's like there's like a nugget of truth in there, but then they always put like this stupid spin on it where you're like, okay, that's a little far, buddy. But it's like, I get what you were attempting to say, but then you
Mhm.
just said that stupid extra shit. But yeah, but it's yeah, when people like that who are like, I'm all man all the time, man, this, and it's like they're crying. It's like, dude, yeah, because you lost one of the most probably level-headed voices of reason over
Mhm.
stupid shit.
Yeah, he was to me the realest person out there. You know, somebody that you could at least look at and know that he's not spitting some nonsense to you. You know, and that
When you
he's
knew
at least
exactly
keeping
where
it
he's coming
honest.
from, he's
Yeah.
coming from, like a place of like Christianity and faith and statistics, like literally the knowledge that he's able to, like, all of us can access. So I think it's like it's very relatable because I mean everybody and their mother has a freaking, you have that you have all the data at your fucking fingertips. You can just look up what he's saying and it's like, shit, he's right. Even if it's like, oh, I don't agree with that. Well, he's still right. Sorry. Like, and that's an easy concept for people to understand when it's like,
Know what
I
happened?
can look it up myself. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and fully catch up with what everyone's saying here. You can tell that the media is desperate for that to happen. How they painted Charlie, even here in Portugal news, right-wing extremist. The fuck was he extreme about? Talking. He was extremely talking to people. He was out there with that microphone, just
People
he
don't like to
wasn't out
hear.
there calling people the F slur. He wasn't got like he would
That's what I'm
sit there
saying.
and be
Like
like,
he never did nothing to nobody. This is what hurt me out of anything. Like to me, I'm gonna be blunt with you. This is a very exhausting day. It was exhausting because it was like a good man got killed for no reason. And then you're hearing people online dancing on his grave like it's less than
disparage him.
24
I
hours,
was
and they're dancing on his grave like he was just the most evil man ever. And it's like, for real? Like you like DA posted something really on Twitter that resonated with me. Like today, this was a mask off moment. And he said that for a lot of people, it was a mask off moment. You got to see what a lot of people really thought. You know what I'm saying? In regards to who they are, like what their thought process in regards to this
well,
situation, because a lot of
that's why I
people
was
were just
even like,
evil.
yeah, even when I was considering doing this stream in general, I was like, okay, I don't want to play the shooting clip. Everyone's already seen it. If you haven't, that's on your own. That's on your own thing. And then the other thing that I kind of don't want to play, but at the same time, I almost want to call them out, is all the people that are celebrating it. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to fucking give them any fucking playtime either. Other than maybe if that's one of your neighbors, you can be like, fuck you, But like I almost don't want to fucking do that because I'm like I don't want to fucking see these people. It like makes my skin crawl where I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's just like awful. And the way that they're just like literally dancing on a dude's grave, all because of words. Literally because of words. He's not out there. And I saw one video where a dude was just like, oh, thank God he's gone because now he won't be able to possibly hurt his family later on in life. It's like you're celebrating a possibility. The dude is like nothing. Like everybody knows him as nothing but nice, and like these people are
Not one
fucking
person has
disgusting,
really
man.
said, as far as
You know
celebrities that met him, nobody has said nothing negative ever. They said that he's
what's
always
crazy when we sit
done
there and we
things.
say that about leftists, it's like, yeah, leftists are all fucking insane. You go out and prove our points all the time, but
They did.
for the left to claim on the right, you have to throw out bullshit and just assume that's going to happen. And now gaslighting people into probably there's going to be an uptick on some of this shit, and then they're going to be able to say, hey, look, we were right. Yeah, because you fucking caused it to happen. You went out of your way to piss so many decent, good people off that you literally you stepped in. And I saw this and I thought it was a good like analogy or no, well, like a good observation. An invisible line. Like there's an invisible line and you stepped over it today. And it was like, dude, you, it's not going to be 100% of the people. If it was 100% of the people, there'd be riots in the street right now. Like people, like you'd be hearing about deaths all over the place. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But there's going to be like 5%, maybe 10% that are going to react in a very, very awful way, in the way that they want them to react. And it's gonna give them that little bit of fuel to be like, see how crazy they are. Until that person gets, shot in the neck too live on television. It's like, well, now we're not hearing from you either. And it's like, because these people are way better shots than you. Have you not seen their houses decorated with deer heads? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you pissing off the people with all the guns and the better training? Stop being retarded. But
Well, at least one good thing I'm seeing that just happened. MSNBC fired the analyst that was saying hateful stuff online.
Did they really?
So MSNBC did something smart finally.
They did did something good.
Supposedly they fired the guy. His name is Matthew Dow. Matthew Dow was argued that one cannot share hateful rhetoric and then not expect awful actions to take place.
Oh, that one? I saw that one.
Online. So they canned him real quick. And then TMZ was catching flack too, because they was talking about the that their staff in the background. I don't know if you was watching it, because on Twitter they have a live feed that they literally show on their live, like from the beginning of the morning to almost the end of their day. And there was a part that they were talking
when I'm at
about
work,
it.
I can listen to it, but I can't watch anything on my phone. So
okay, so they were talking about it. They were going minute by minute, trying to figure out what was going on, trying to find out information. So as soon as they were about to announce that he died on there, you could hear some of their staff in the background cheering. So a lot of people took it as they were cheering over his death. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what they
How
were
else
saying.
are you gonna take it? Like,
yeah, but TMZ, came online and changed it, saying that it was over a car chase, that they were happy that, the person got supposedly caught and all this other nonsense. So that's how they're spinning it right now. But man, like a lot of people out here were just tripping today with their wordplay. Like,
hold on.
DK
crazy. Jones says he's actually off work. He's willing to join. Sorry, I'm just catching this now, man. I'm trying to balance both while trying to run thoughts and shit through my head, man. So like I'm a little discombobulated. I wasn't sure I was gonna do a show tonight in general, but I mean, this is such a crazy big story, and I mean, you guys know my channel. Like usually, maybe I'll throw in a political thing here and there, but this is I think this transcends a little bit more than that. This is more than just political. This is cultural. This is political. This is everything. It's kind of a mix of everything. Hey, DK Bones, I sent you the link, man. Feel free to jump on whenever you can. But yeah, let's go ahead and just catch up. Finding all media bullshit means you pay attention. I like to think so. I pay attention when I can. Obviously, I don't get to follow all the updates all the time. I actually literally keep like notifications off on most shit. Like, so even if it takes me a while to get back to people, if you hit me up on Twitter or whatever, or X, whatever you want to call it, and it's like, why did it take Syfaxx 5 hours to respond? I'm like, I don't have notifications on, man. I hate my phone going off all the time. I'll watch your shit. I'll check up on it later, like when I have time, because more than likely if the times that notifications would be going off, I can't check them anyways, so it's just no good. Joseph Lanham says hello. What's going on, Joseph? JWG Djembe or JWD Djembe. Nepal uprising burned their own parliament building to the ground. I saw them throw like a politician over a side of like a wall. Like it wasn't that big of a wall, and it looked like he was naked, and they ran him off with like stones. I don't know how that ended up. I'm assuming not good. But Charlie Kirk was Star Trek boldly going where no human went before.
Basically,
right.
man.
Charlie was Optimus Prime. I'll take you all on. I like that one. I'm about to wrap up. I'll join you in 10 minutes. Certain Gartina.
Yeah.
I'm very sad. Yeah, man. Like Jesus is truth. So JWD Djembe is a Christian believer. Send me the invite. I did. Oh, okay. I see you in the background. I'll be inviting you on in just a second. Let me catch up on all this. That way we can start all fresh with a full panel of 3 people. Isn't that ironic, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. Okay. That's a song. Andrew Werner, he was a thoughtful, caring Christian that cared about the kids that he spoke to. I like to believe that as well. He always just seemed like he was a genuine person. I followed Charlie and liked him. I didn't follow Charlie. I seen many of his clips. And most of the stuff I liked for the most part. I don't know if he was on YouTube, where he was at. Obviously, he was a big voice in the community. All over. I'm sure he was in plenty of stuff.
Started Turning Point USA, man. Like he started that company from scratch. That political company, like at 30, like for him to accomplish what he did at 31 is ridiculous, yo. Like,
yeah, he did more than most of us will do by the time we die, which is insane. So I mean, he lived a life. Sadly, a great but short life, which I mean, fucking amen. Indiana Jake says the actual clip is horrifying. Yeah, it was crazy. Like when I saw it at first, I was like, what am I watching? Like, because I saw the clip that was the far distant one first, and I was like, did that really just happen? And I saw him get knocked back, and I was like, oh, that looked, hopefully it was like a Trump thing again, where it's like, oh, he just got clipped. And then I saw the close-up one, and it's just like, it looks like a horror movie where it's just like all of a sudden his neck just spills blood. I was like, Jesus. I was like, dude, of course he's dead.
I seen it for a few seconds, and I just can't. It was just a memory you want to get out of your head. Like you just don't want to see him in that last moment in that way. And it's just like, man, and they keep replaying it.
13 King Style says he's down to join as well. All right, I think I'm caught up. Let's see here. TMZ is full of shit.
Yes, they are.
Sergeant Gartina says he's ready to join. Let me go ahead and bring on DK Bones. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's up?
Hey, man. So how you feeling about all this, dude?
Actually, I had to step away from
like the internet for a minute, right?
Yeah, for a couple of hours. I was like, I get like there's no reason to kill someone that
just voices their fucking opinion. Like,
yeah, it's like when you're that weak-minded to the point where it shows that your side, your argument is weak. When you have to kill someone to I guess
to silence them, and then to be like, see, actually I was right the whole time. Look, he believed in God this whole time, and he couldn't even live past God's judgment because all of a sudden I became God's judgment. However you want to look at it, because that's how they're going to rationalize it. They're going to go the craziest fucking left-wing bullshit. And like, it blows my mind how like it's been this narrative for about 10 fucking years now, where the right is the most extreme, violent, Nazi, fascist, all the words, just all the words though. Yep. And then the one thing that they can ever claim towards that is January 6th, where the only person that died was somebody on the right.
He had a heart. Yeah. Well, the guard had a heart attack or whatever. And they tried
No. They killed a woman.
Oh, yeah.
The guard shot a woman, and 2 guards later, like a guard died of a heart attack like 2 days later, and then another one committed suicide. So
yeah. Well, and then you had from the left.
Yeah, and
started
then they
throwing
had
up.
like it was like what 3 months in Seattle that was burning. But
Well, it
yeah,
wasn't
no,
just
screw
Seattle. It was,
that.
and then you
Oh no,
had
there was Portland. There was all sorts of stuff.
Minneapolis and all these shithole cities that are run down now that want the National Guard to come in there to help clean up with their freaking the people that they voted in there to do, and now it's a cesspool. And then these people, this is sickening, man. You watch the lady from the subway, which they backburned that happened like 2 weeks ago. The freaking Catholic school shooting, which they try to downplay that. It's like everything that they do, they try to find an excuse for their evil ways, man. And it gets sickening. And I think they are going to awaken some people, because this is uncalled for, man.
Well, what I sent to like a group message that I'm in, because some people were talking obviously about this situation today, was simply this, which was, let's see here, wait, wrong messages. What happened on my messages? No. Hold on. Oh, it was like the woke left might have finally awoken the right they perceive them as, and if so, they are in for a fucking bad time. And I think that's pretty accurate, because the way that the left perceives the right is what I just said earlier, where they're hateful, arrogant, fucking like violence incarnate, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and none of that ever fucking happens. But what you just fucking did might get 10 to 15% of them to start doing that shit.
Yeah.
And once they do, you're going to realize it's going to be maybe a different kind of violence. It might be more justified. That'll just leave them blood. It's like, wow, all of a sudden 15 fucking blue-haired liberal hipsters were found on the side of the street, all alive, but beaten nearly dead. You know, there's like, they'll all still be alive though, because they'll know how to just beat your ass just right to leave you wanting to die. Like you're asking like people that are hunters and MMA fighters and stuff like that to be fucking mad at you. How fucking stupid you gotta be. Like it still blows my mind.
I mean, I agree with you, but to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I think that they're going to be mad for
I
a
understand.
few days.
I understand it's not going to be as crazy, but even if you just incite a certain percentage of it, they're going to use it, because there's going to be some of them that are going to go. They're just going to say, fuck it. Like, you know, like the brakes are off, that, you know, like that you cross that line, and people have been done with it for a while. And it's going to take those couple. And once that happens, and you'll probably see it in the next like 2 weeks or something, there's going to be one or two fucking terrible things that happen to leftist fucking people from a right-wing person. And they're going to be like, see, we told you. And they're going to use that for all the justification to go off even harder. And then it's gonna make it even worse, and then it's gonna amp it up more percentage, and then you're gonna, like, people keep saying like it's gonna be a civil war, and the civil war is gonna be the right versus the left type of deal, and it's like nobody wants that, but also like how many of us like right people who are maybe more on the right want to actually be like, you know, digging ditches for all the leftists, like.
I mean, the way I feel, I'm pissed. But I feel like it's just going to make us, like, as far as people that followed him, is going to make them go harder as far as to make sure that his legacy and what he wanted for America happens. And I think that this death opened up a lot of people's eyes as far as who were on the left. Like, yo, I
think the smarter path forward, because okay, let's go with what I was saying just at first. So it might open up, let's say it's not going to be like 10-15%, it'll probably be closer to like 5%. It'll probably be less. It'll probably be, there are going to be like one or two shit people out there that just say fuck it and let's go. But it's going to be the smarter way to deal with it, and especially if they were actually followers of Charlie Kirk, would be to, okay, you just made, you know, another 50 million Charlie Kirks. We're all going to go to these college campuses. We're all going to go out and speak out. We're going to go speak out even harder. We're actually going to start gathering all this stuff together. Like there's going to be maybe not 50 million, but that idea of we need more people out there speaking out, and it's going to embolden people to go do it a little bit more. And like the people who aren't scared to obviously get shot, because obviously getting shot like that is a massive deterrent. It's like, yeah, dude, check it out. This guy was huge. He's probably bigger than you'll ever be. And that guy was shot. What do you think they'll do to you? It's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to go out there and say what I want to say anyways. And that guy actually inspired me to do so. So sadly, but at the same time, hopefully it does inspire more people to do something more like that, to get the word out more in his honor in a way. And if not, speak your own way as well. Maybe you don't agree with everything that he said, but get a word out that way. And, that would be a good thing. And don't do the obvious thing of what they want you to do, which is, do the thing that
that's what they want.
Well, that's what they want, and then that'll make them win for a half a second until they realize it's only like 3 people out there who's decimating crowds of liberals. But like,
and the first person I wanted to slap was AOC. AOC was on there like, oh, this is a reason why we need to advocate for gun violence and take guns off the street. I'm like, what, are you serious?
Yeah, they always once you take away your bodyguards that have all the guns.
Why don't you look at where the shooting happened? Oh, it was a gun-free zone. How'd that work out for you?
Yeah.
Oh, that gun-free zone all of a sudden had a gun in it. How did that happen? There's not supposed to be one there. What are you talking? Shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
He got too popular for his own good, though. That's the thing with him. Like he got so popular that he started off in auditoriums. So the security was tighter, but this big, like arena, like he was really out there at a, like almost like
nobody thought.
We got one more person joining us backstage. It's Sergeant Garatina, one of the mods from the chat. Obviously, I think he just got done with his show. Let's go ahead and add him up to the stage. What's going on, Sergeant? What you up to tonight, brother?
Hi, I just got done doing a stream on season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's quite interesting. Yeah. Until we get Brett ENIAC in a live-action Superman movie and done right with comic accuracy, along with other characters from Superman's world and everything else that we are owed that the assholes running Hollywood owe us since the early 80s, I'm sticking to going over binge watching and checking out other shows and movies that came before this time we're in
binge
now.
Watching some of the old 90s, early 2000s stuff that had all the good shit in it that we all used to know and love from nostalgia and everything.
Yes, and from the 80s and the 70s and back in time as well as,
right on.
As the beginning.
If people want to watch some of that, obviously Sergeant Garatina just did a show on that. But hey, man, obviously you know about all the news and everything that's been going on. How do you feel about what's been going on today, man? What's your take on some of this? I'm going to use the bathroom. I'll still be listening. But yeah.
I have to be honest. I was usually a left-winger, but today, my God, what the hell is going on? Young people getting killed off in the streets like that. I mean, first a Ukrainian refugee woman getting killed by someone that the judges keep letting out of prison, and now someone comes out with a sniper rifle and shoots Charlie Kirk in the neck, making him bleed all that blood out. My God, Jesus Christ! Everything's gone in chaos because we keep treating the elites like gods instead of treating them like normal people. And that's been the main issue since the very beginning of time. I mean, how is it that we have no control over the hubris of rich people who are too much sway and lobbying and everything? I mean, I tell you, what happened in North Carolina 117 years ago was definitely an absolute turning point, guys. Well, it's 127. Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's crazy. It's just
I know
what's going on out there right now, but it's just nowadays people are too emotional, and the thing is we are allowing people to express their emotions way too much. And I'm not saying that it's wrong to not express what you feel, but you have to have restraint. Like you have to learn some restraint, and most people nowadays don't have that restraint because now there's no real penalties a majority of the time for your actions.
Well,
You know what I
remember,
mean?
I think we're all about the same age. Remember, we used to have debates in high school. Like, you didn't have to agree with. They would give you like a topic and make you go to the one side you don't want to debate for, and you would have those debates, and you would have a healthy dialogue going back and forth. You don't have that anymore, and people get their feelings hurt. Or like, oh well, I strongly believe this, and then you spit out facts like the way he would spit out facts, and you have no recourse. But all you feel off is, like you're saying, emotion. And they've never been told, well, maybe your ideas are wrong or whatever, and it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Well, I mean, I know, like, I'm pretty sure most of the people on the panel here, actually, I might even be the youngest one on the panel here, but it's like, I grew up in a time where you didn't talk about politics, you didn't talk about religion, and you just, especially at parties and whatever. And now apparently that's all people want to fucking talk about, and people are wondering why everyone's fucking fighting all the time. Because I remember going to middle school, high school, whatever, and there would be fights, but it was over like, you know, what chick you liked or some stupid shit like that, which was like, you know, hormone bullshit.
Yeah.
Now it's like we're all in our fucking 30s, and it's like, wow, let's talk about shit that we were told not to fucking talk about when we were young, and there's a reason why. It's like you keep that shit to yourself. A lot of the shit is something that you keep to yourself. Nobody used to know your political affiliation. A lot of people barely knew your religion, other than you'd be like, hey, on Sundays I go to church or whatever. There you go. And then you'd be like, okay, cool, man. Hit me up when you're done.
I gotta agree with this too. Yeah, politics will be our ruin. And I'm glad Andy and Katie and Peter don't talk politics on their channel, because I sure as hell do not want any asshole coming at them with a gun like they did with Charlie Kirk. I swear to God. That would really break a lot of people our hearts if that happens. Syfaxx.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They actually they carry. They'll be fine. I met them.
Yeah, I know that.
They'll be fine.
Yes. Yeah, they gotta be careful too.
That's not gonna happen like in our sphere, because like in general, like even with me right now, obviously, like right now I'm doing a political stream, whatever, I guess, just because it's the biggest news of the week. It's the biggest news of the night. Maybe I'll bring up one thing here or there once in a blue moon. But it's like, it's not that I want to. It's just like, even if I want to do something else, I don't feel it's right to be talking about like, oh man, I hate this movie, I hate this, or like I like this movie, I like this. It's like, no, there's a massive tragedy that happened in a very big part of the space that we're technically a part of, which is like the YouTube sphere and stuff like that. And it's like, whether you follow the guy or not, it's like he was a massive voice in this area. And it's like, to not acknowledge it, I think is, I don't want to say it's disrespectful, because that's not right either. It's like, maybe you just rather ignore it. But to not acknowledge it or whatever would be, I don't know, disingenuous. Like, it's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. We swear that's not happening. It's like, well, now you're just being like the people that we're kind of complaining about. But I'd rather talk about it, get it out of the way. Not exactly get out of the way, but bring some voice to it, because obviously a lot of people want to talk about it. Obviously, people like Angel here is like a fan of him. He's watched him, and it's like, yeah, dude. All of a sudden, now that voice is fucking gone, and it's like that fucking sucks. It's crazy to think about, and it's like, even me who doesn't watch it that much, like I felt affected by it all day. I'm like, dude, I kind of speak against a lot of this stuff every now and then, and I'm like, well, what the hell, man? Like, how do you react? How do you deal with this? How do you go about going forward with this? And so it's interesting to see how everyone's feeling about it, because I feel a lot of people are in different places with it. It's like, do you think the people on the right are actually going to retaliate, like I've been saying for a little, but like the percentage wise, or do you think that the better way would be to continue on the discussion like what he was doing, which I also think is probably a much better idea. I'm just throwing out stuff. It's just like stuff I've been rattling in my brain all day. So it's jumbled. It's all over the place. But at the same time, I feel like people can follow what I'm saying.
I mean, I feel like there's not going to really be violence. I don't think that anybody's going to go to that length, because a majority of Republicans just don't retaliate in that way. I'm not saying that it can't happen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
they're
it just
comfortable
don't-
with they're comfortable with their peace of mind because it's like, I'm working, I'm too busy to protest, I'm too busy to go out and like do anything. I
Yeah,
got a
that
family
too.
to take care of. I have two like that's the funniest thing that I always hear from the left is like, why is there no Republican like protest? Why is there no that? It's like, we're all at work, you stupid fuck. Like we all got jobs, we got shit to take care of.
I just know whenever they find
We're
that guy,
busy.
he's gonna get the death penalty.
I don't think it was.
Regardless,
I think it
he's
was.
gonna die.
I think it was coordinated because
Mhm.
when you got the one guy saying it was me, it was that they had it all planned.
I think
Well,
that
and
guy
that's
just
his
wanted
point.
like a little bit of like so I mean, it was like some 60-year-old dude. There's like no way that
Yeah.
dude's making a 200-yard shot with
Yeah.
fucking 10-10 vision and like
Yeah.
or
And
like
somebody said that too in the
40
interview.
vision, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like,
There was a couple
what's
that
the-
said
what's-
that too.
what is it? The higher number, the worse the vision? I don't know. I've always had 20/20, so I never knew which way it went. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mine keeps getting worse. I don't even ask anymore.
Yeah, there was a couple
But
that
it's
was
like
online like
some
that. There was a
60-year-old
guy.
dude who probably doesn't like can't even
He's like-
piss straight, and you expect him
like
to hit somebody in the jugular. Actually, he didn't. Some people are actually thinking that it actually, because apparently, like he used to, or he went to his debates with body armor on under his shirt, and people are saying the way that it hit, it looked like it hit where his heart would have been and bounced off and ricocheted into his jugular.
Yeah.
People are saying it did that. It's either that or it was just a straight jugular shot, and either way is
It was lights out.
incredibly crazy. And it's
They were
like,
the
holy
CNN
shit.
panelists said it. It was like once he got shot, it was like that's not something you could come back from. Like that, where it hit him, it was not a way that he could come back.
Oh yeah, so I originally saw the long distance video, and you see him like jerk and fall over, and I was like, oh fuck, I mean, who knows what kind of blow that was? And then there was like 2 minutes later, somebody had the video that was up close, and it shows, and it literally looks like a horror movie where just like blood is just spewing out of his neck. Like it's not like a spurt, like like something got nicked. It was like pouring out. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, he's dead, man. Like even if they got a tourniquet on it, it's like,
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, we literally just saw a video of the girl getting stabbed in the subway or whatever 2 days before that, and you don't even see blood in the video until she falls over,
Yeah.
and then you see the blood, and it's like she died in like 30 seconds, and there was nowhere. It wasn't like anywhere as crazy as that. So yeah, it hit the jugular and just like boom. He just, man, dude,
this is
no, fucking massive, like, dude. Condolences to the guy's family and everything. It's insane. Like it's crazy to even be talking about. It's
Totally
crazy to even be
insane.
talking about. And the fact of the matter of like
I
that this is even out there, or like this is a possibility that's going on out there for people who are just public speakers who just want to say whatever the hell they want to say in the land of the free with free speech and everything like that. And it's like, well, yeah, somebody can just do this to you just because they don't like the words you say. And you realize that's why like a lot of gamers and stuff can sit there and just be like, hey, you can just hit mute, right? Hey, all you fucks on Twitter and shit, you can just hit mute, right? You can just block them, right? If you don't want to see what they have to say. I got sick and tired of seeing Gavin Newsom's bullshit, even though I was responding to him a bunch, and I was like, I'm done responding to this fuck. Obviously, he's not reading my shit, and I'm not verified, so he wouldn't read it anyway. So I was like, I'm just speaking to the void. Like, and who cares? Like, I would have like 2 likes, and like it would be Angel just like clicking it on and off twice just to like give me some hope. But like, but I was like, come on, man. Like, it was crazy. Got Dragon Master 0 saying, hello. What's going on, Dragon Master? Hopefully you were doing
hello.
well tonight.
Hi,
Right.
Dragon.
We're talking
Master.
about obviously some sad material, but at the same time, look, man, obviously this is going to be talked
I'm
about
okay.
for a very, very long time. Like this is going to be a running story. Obviously, it just happened today. It's going to be a running story for shit. I don't even know how long. It's going to keep getting brought up, and then when
So they found
things
that
either
killer?
apparently they already did. Like
No, they haven't. They have not found him. They said it's a scavenger hunt right now. I was
Yeah,
on Fox.
Oh, I thought I saw Patel say something about like we have a suspect in, or was it
They
the
had
old guy? It
someone
might
of
have been the old
interest.
That was the old guy.
Someone of interest. Yeah, that's what they said. But they haven't caught the guy yet.
Okay.
And once they catch him, I'm telling you that I'm telling you, I bet you Trump got satellites out there, phones is being tapped, cameras is being rewind. We're watching Enemy of the State right now, probably in live action happening over there right now. I'm just being real with you. Like they doing everything over there right now. Like if Trump was literally telling people flags at half staff everywhere in America, half staff. Like he deserves that respect though. Like
I saw Trump mention something like that. It was like a half staff or a half staff flags for Kirk, and I was.
Well, they were going to be that way anyway because tomorrow, 9/11.
Wow.
Oh well, yeah, shit, yeah, it's right on. I mean, I guess
it's 9/11 now. It's 9/11
just
now.
leave them down for an extra day or two, whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, September. Yeah, there's like really no words you can say. And no, I seen the thing in the private with because it falls in line with our the lady from DC up there saying that this crap. It's like, are you serious right now, man? It's like people like this is like there's no like. If you don't like them, then shut your mouth. Don't say anything despicable about somebody's death, man.
Yeah.
Well,
and so I don't care whose side you're on because this is wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the article. I'm gonna pull up the article that DK Bone sent me here in just a second. But I'm gonna play this thing. Ahead. This is actually from Tom McDonald, the guy who did the music video at the beginning of my stream that I played. He posted this, and I mean, he's a Canadian dude who obviously does a lot of political music and whatever. I like a lot of, like, probably a good amount of his songs. Not all of them are great, but there's some good ones. But and there's a bunch of videos out there like this. I just figured I'd play his because I played his music video at the beginning. So why not show him a little bit extra love? So maybe he doesn't super copyright strike me because that's just gonna get taken down. But let's go ahead and play that. I'm not worried about it, but let's go.
I'm in the gym right now. And this is what comes across my news feed. And I'd just like to say prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family, and Democrats, woke people, and liberals. Fuck you. Oh, I'm in the gym right now, and this is what comes across my news feed.
I didn't realize it was that short. I thought it was like a minute long. My bad.
Check out the one I sent you though. That's a good one that pretty much signifies Charlie in a nutshell, like in his own words. So check out that clip right there. That's it.
Okay. Interesting.
People stop talking, that's when violence happens.
I've never seen someone do this.
Well, it's a growing trend. I go around universities and have challenging conversations, and because that's what is so important to our country, is to find our disagreements respectfully, because when people stop talking, that's when violence happens.
I've never seen someone do this.
Well, it's a growing trend because people like me are facing violence, assaults, the left. Yes, the campus Antifa. I've been stormed out of restaurants. I've been assaulted publicly, multiple death threats.
Okay, so what's your goal in this?
There's more people that agree with me than some people would actually believe, and they come out of the woodwork when I do stuff like this. We record all of it so that we put on the internet so people can see these ideas collide. When people stop talking, that's when you get violence. That's when civil war happens, because you start to think the other side is so evil and they lose their humanity. I go around universities and have.
Yeah, and that's who he is in a nutshell, man. He just wanted to talk.
100%. 100%. Every time I've seen any of his videos or anything, that's kind of like how he comes off. And obviously there's other videos out there where, like, when he's in like a heated kind of, not a heated debate, but when he's like, let me answer your question. Let me give you facts. Let me do this. But it's like he always comes off as that, where it's like, hey, let's have a civil debate. Let's have a civil conversation. And at the end of it, and I feel the same way whenever I talk to people in person, whatever, if some reason shit like this ever comes off, I'm just like, hey, man, at the end of it, you could just leave and just be like, fuck you, and then move on with your day. Or you could apparently go on with the rest of your day and be like, I fucking hate that guy. And go do that too. I'm going to probably not think about you at all. I said my piece and I'm on with my day. And that's just the kind of person that he seemed like he was. And it's like, that's why it's so hard to wrap your head around of why this fucking truly happened. Because it's like, he's just a dude, man. And it's like, really, this guy's that much of a threat that he shows up at your apparently super highly educated campuses. Your guys are so educated. You're so above everyone else. But this guy can come in there, just say some words to a couple of people, and all of a sudden it's like it's destroying your ecosystem. But you're highly educated, right? So if he's just some dumb conservative Christian dude, shouldn't you just ignore it and be like, he's an idiot? But you're so smart. I don't get it.
I don't know. There was a guy that was online that kind of described it perfectly in my head. And I'm not saying all Democrats are like this, but most Democrats don't care. Their goal is to win. Like, they want to dominate you, regardless of how they do it, how they hurt you.
What are they winning? They're not.
They want
anything.
control. Like, they want control. They want to silence what they want to change. They want to change us to the UK. I'm telling you, if Kamala would have won, we basically would have been the UK right now. They would have silenced us. They would have been telling us what we can say.
I can believe that.
Crazy, like it would have been weird, yeah. Like,
so this is the article that DK sent me. Let me go ahead and enlarge it a little bit so people can read it, and then I'll read it out.
It's on Discord.
It says, Cosmic Book News, a conservative activist, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated today at a university event in Utah, and at DC official writer Gretchen Felker Martin openly celebrated his death on social media. Oh, what a lovely person we got here.
Yeah.
Fucking Felker Martin, or is it like Felcher? Like when you felch it, never mind. You don't want to get into that. Who has written for Harley Quinn and was recently announced as writer of New Red Hood ongoing series at DC Comics, responded to news of Kirk's assassination by making light of the situation in a now circulating post on Blue Sky. Of course it's on fucking Blue Sky. Fucking pedo central Blue Sky.
Yep.
She wrote, "Thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch. Hope the bullet's okay after touching Charlie." What a fucking cunt.
Oh yeah.
She fits the profile too. She exactly fits
that
comic profile.
That comic is dead on arrival. That comic book.
No, they're gonna fire her and get somebody else.
You scroll down, that show the comic book that she's in charge of. You keep scrolling down.
When you're so fat, you got a speed bag under the chin that you're gonna hit before you actually do the uppercut. Like, give me a break. Get the fuck out of here, you.
I'm saying I got a speed bag though. Why are you talking like that? I'm losing my weight, yo. Dad, yo.
Yeah, but you're not a fat white liberal woman.
But I'm saying I'm heavy set though. You know what I'm saying? I'm an overweight lover.
I am too. I just hide it under the beard. It's okay. It's okay. We're one of the same.
I'm just.
You gotta get the nose.
I'm like 215, 6 foot. I got some weight on me. It's all good.
Dag, science. Right.
How did you feel offended by the liberal joke? No, don't do it.
Oh man.
DC Comics trans writer. Oh, even better. Just add more fuel to that fire. Gretchen Felker Martin has like has like an so you went trans and your trans name was Gretchen. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you were like,
funny tonight.
You know what's crazy is like they even knew they were going to be ugly as a trans, so they gave themselves an ugly. They gave themselves an ugly fucking name. They gave themselves an ugly fucking name. They were like, "Oh, dude, I'm going to be a fucking Gertrude if I turn into a female." I'm gonna be either Bertha or a Gertrude.
I wonder if he started transitioning when he was doing a Harley Quinn, because I think he's trying to look like Harley Quinn a little bit.
Oh my God.
I don't see it,
Because you
bro.
said that he was the writer for the Harley
Wait.
Quinn, right?
Yeah, but he's doing.
Yeah.
If you scroll down, they have the
He's doing Red Hood now, right?
yeah, the red hood.
What
yeah.
are they playing? One of her thighs? Like what the fuck? Like her face is a thigh? Like Jesus.
Yeah, she's.
Hey, Syfaxx, check out the link I sent you. It was Scott Jennings talking.
All right. Hold on. Let me resituate myself here. I had to blow up my screen. I can't read anything. It's too crazy. Too crazy out here.
I need to know, how do you blow that up? I need to know how
Easy.
to do that when I get
So you hold down control and then just use your
Control.
scroll.
Oh,
and the
okay.
scroll on your mouse. Yeah.
Okay. It's been a minute. You know, I be zoned out sometimes. So.
Dude, I had to teach Rockefeller so much shit, and I'm like, it's all shit that I learned on the fly, and I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this for years. I've been doing it for like a month and a half, and it's like, yeah, I'm killing it out here. I don't know.
Oh my God.
How do you guys bring up the comics on people's comments on the screen?
Oh, you just click on them on
Yeah, it
StreamYard.
should give you the option when you're scrolling that you could show the.
Do you
the
use
comment.
StreamYard? What do you use?
Yeah, I use StreamYard.
Yeah, and when
You just click on their name,
Oh, okay. All right.
and it'll give you a little plus and hide sign.
But are you paying for the StreamYard as well?
Yeah.
Too? Well,
Yeah.
No. You can do it on the free one too, but yeah.
No, they
Oh,
They
they
took
took that away?
right now. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, no.
They're very
They've been
strict
doing a lot
now, dude.
They've been doing a lot of updates
Hey,
on it.
you want a hint of what I did? Because I have it for at least another 3 months. So I bought the regular version. It's like 45, and then I canceled it after a month, and then they gave it to me for 6 months for like $25,
Oh wow.
or it's like 26. Yeah. So
I might
I don't
have
know
to
how
do
many
that.
times I can get away with that, because I think I have 2 months left at the $25 thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep it till then, and then
Unless you
hopefully
create a
by then-
whole new email address. That's the
yeah,
only way.
I might just do that.
I got like 6 of them, so I'm just being real. I got
Yeah, do that. You still have to buy like 1 month of regular and then cancel it, and then it'll be like, but come back for half the price. And I'm like, okay, I'll be back. That's cool.
I got an email
I can
strictly
do
for
that.
bill collectors,
I need to do that. I need to do that.
so they could
Yeah.
just email me right there and
So
bother me
you
there.
said you sent me one more. I don't see the one.
Yeah,
more.
it's in the private chat. I sent you
Oh, the Curtis Hulk, that really long one. All right, I'll read it
Yeah.
all out. Here we go.
no, it's a video.
Well, there's a video under. Oh, he just.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I see what you're
I
saying.
just
Let me cancel out all this. Share.
yeah, Scott Jennings says some very profound stuff, dude. Like, I love Scott Jennings, man. I if they take him away, I'll go crazy.
No,
I'll
not
go
the
crazy for Scott
DMs.
Jennings,
I'm
yeah.
linking the DMs of
Oh,
all the
damn, you
people who
showing-
just say
What
hi
girl
to
was
me.
that? What girl was that? Who was she? I thought I seen a nip, so I'm just asking.
Oh, that might have been Katie from Hold My Dill Shack. Nah, I'm kidding. Nah. They hit me up asking about the shirt I won. Like, dude, it was so funny. So they gave away. They were doing like a shirt
Me too.
giveaway.
Yeah, I
And,
got one too.
and
We just had to give them their address.
I was in traffic, and I was like, fuck it. Like, I was just listening, and I didn't say hi or whatever. And then all of a sudden I got spammed with like, hi, Syfaxx. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then I walked into the store I was going to. And when I came back out, they were like, oh, Gooch just won a shirt. And I was like, all I've been hearing is people who have been on their show are winning shirts. And I was like, dude, what's next? Am I going to win one? And then like literally the next draw is me. And
Yeah.
Syfaxx wins. And I was like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah, it's better than
And they were
we had
like, oh,
last
just
year, too,
send me a
I'll tell you
text.
that.
I'll send it to you. And I was like, yeah, no problem, dude. It's cool. I mean, I was like, I'm sure I'll see you guys next time in Vegas or wherever the next meetup we go to, whatever the next meetup is. And I'm like, I'll see you
Yeah.
guys. You can just give me a
They
shirt
say
then,
it's
or I'll
March.
buy one. It's fine.
Rossi
It's-
said
it's-
he
it's-
wants the Dooley's to meet him up in March.
Well, that might be for a different meetup. But like, I'm thinking of usually most people go to the Vegas one, and it's usually always in April. I've been to the last 5, and they're always in April. It's either the second or third week usually. And I've been to the last 5 of them. So I'm expecting to go to that one. But I've been thinking about trying to go out to, I think it's called MegaCon, which is
I'ma
before
go.
that.
Okay.
And that's more East Coast, and I've never been out that way. So maybe when it comes up closer and I have the money for it,
What state?
I can make. I think
City?
it's in Florida.
Yes, here,
Of course.
Orlando.
I'll be
Yes,
there.
and then it'll give me a reason to go out there. And there's a bunch of people out that way, anyways. And it's like I can maybe make one con like that a year. And then out here in California area, obviously I can go to the stuff out here with Chris Gore. He usually can hook me up with some like tickets and passes and stuff. And it's like I just went to his birthday thing the other night, and that was cool to see him and Alan Ing and everybody. And it was like, yeah, I mean, Alan doesn't drink, but Chris, I showed up and that motherfucker was wasted. And he
Let's
was
go
just
down
like,
there and go
"Hey,
to
man."
Epic Universe, yo. Let's go to Epic Universe, yo. I'm trying
Yeah.
to.
Dude, well, if I go out there, like I need to know the plan and like
Yo, I'm
so
going.
if I know the timing of it,
I hear you,
and
man.
if I, ma-
Let's
if
rent
I
an
can make
Airbnb,
plans
let's
about
plan
like a
it.
month ahead of time, and I can make some plans for it, I'd probably be down and just
We
say,
could get an
"Fuck it, go for
Airbnb,
it."
chill. You know what I'm saying? Then go to Epic Universe.
Yeah,
the
that'd be fun.
Nintendo
That'd
world.
be super fun.
The thing about Epic around that time is spring break. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, see, I don't know the timings of stuff out there, and
Yeah,
that's
spring
why I
break.
mean,
Bruh,
I've
you
always
just
gone to
said that
the
it's gonna
Vegas
start
one
being
because even
humid,
if I go
too.
to the Vegas one and I get stuck out there, I'm like, I got family that can come pick me up, or if I can't, well, I mean, I can afford to fly back out because it's only like $100. So I'm like, whatever, I can at least get to the airport and fly back out if something happens to my car. But going to Florida would be a whole different thing. But I kind of been wanting to check out Florida because I've been thinking, it's not that I've been thinking about moving out there. It just sounds like a good idea other than the humidity. So I want to be out there for a few days and really kind of take it in.
Well, it's not gonna be that humid at that point. It's still
We'll
humid
see.
right
So
now.
it might not be a good time to do it, but at the same time, whatever. I deal with
It's
the
nice
heat
and
out here in
chilly out here in New
California. It's
York.
kind of crazy.
I'm
Yeah, it's
loving
humid.
my weather right now. It's been in the 70s out here, chilling.
No,
It was raining
All right,
today.
so
too.
check it out. So we have definitely talked about all the we talked about the Charlie Kirk stuff. And going on about an hour and a half of that. But if there's other stuff that people would like to bring up and talk about, and you guys would want to bring up and talk about, that was just kind of my main topic for tonight, obviously, because it's the main story that's been going on just today and the implications of everything that's going to be happening probably in
Not
the next
much.
couple days that we'll see. But
I'm planning a resolution ahead of next year. I'm looking to start on Tuesdays after 9:30.
starting to do a new kind of stream or what?
Yes, but I'm expecting it to be shorter than my usual open panel. It'll still be open panel, but it will be focused on the most popular franchise every week. Which is the highest selling franchise, to be exact, Syfaxx, and it's one the character I have as my picture represents.
Are you going to start talking about Pokemon stuff? Right on.
Yes, but it won't be on but it's gonna be on specific things on Pokemon, not everything, but just certain things like the types of Pokemon, the starters, including
I mean, that could be a
evolution.
big thing. There's a lot of people who do a lot of the card opening streams and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. So hold on. We got 13 King Style in the background. I'm gonna invite you on in just a second. I got one thing to say about the whole Pokemon thing, and which is I collected all the Pokemon cards and whatnot, first edition, and I've probably told this story before. But I had all 151. I had the Mewtwo. I had all the movies and everything. I even had multiples of a bunch of them. And then my mom sold them all for $500 fucking dollars, the whole thing.
Wow.
And today they'd probably be worth somewhere around 150 to 200. And yeah, she did it because she was like, she found him and needed some extra money and didn't bother to hit me up. And I was like, I would have gave you $500 for my cards.
Hard to
back.
hear that.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
it's just I don't know, a down payment on a house that I could have right now. It's nothing big or anything.
Yeah, I know
With
how
that
much
being
you like to
said,
chuckle.
Let's have King Style. What's going on,
Hey
King
there.
Style? How
Hey,
you
what's
doing?
going on, broskies? What's up?
Yeah.
Doing swell. Me
I
and
have to
Sarge were talking about Power Rangers earlier.
Yes.
Well,
That has nothing to do.
we just started talking about that right now. But before we fully move on from the Charlie Kirk thing, also I don't know how much longer I have everyone else for. So we'll go ahead and have your take on the Charlie Kirk thing, and then if people want to talk about something else, we can talk about that.
I'm good,
I
Syfaxx.
do have other things that I can bring up, but let's
Yeah,
go ahead and
I
get
got
your
something
take.
interesting.
I have to go.
Well, it's
you-
fucked up that they
Oh.
they-
One
Oh.
second. Hey, Sergeant Garatina has to go. You have a good one, brother. Go ahead and give a
Sarge.
shout out. What do you got coming up, man? You usually do stuff on Wednesdays, and you have a bunch of unboxings and stuff, man. You get all sorts of cool shit all the time, man. What do you got coming up?
Next Wednesday, I'm going to be inviting some guests and fans of the Transformers G1 series on, including a YouTuber that I had on with King Style. Now that I found it, talked on panel with Mr. H before I started tuning into Katie and Peter's channel back in 2024. Yeah, his name's Dark Hour, and I'm looking to get I'm also looking to get other folks to come and join, and as well as expand as well as getting the core plan installed, so I can invite more guests on to talk about G1.
Right on, right on. Cool,
Yeah.
man. Well, I mean, I mean, you hit people up all the time about stuff you got coming up in the future and whatnot, and sounds like you got a lot of mad plans going on. Hopefully, they all work out, dude. Keep it up.
I hope
Keep
so,
your,
too.
Unboxing videos going on. You know what? Like some of my favorite
Also-
ones that you've been doing are the ones where you're just walking around and you're talking about whatever the whatever topic of the day is, man. When you're out and about talking, maybe you're doing your walk of the day, whatever you're doing. Those are actually, they end up being really good videos, man. Keep them up, dude.
Thanks. And as for my Pokemon Tuesday streams, I'll be sure to keep each topic a secret, and I'm likely to decide soon as I start each of the streams, because there are certain topics I would like to invite each individual on that would actually suit their type too.
Well, there you go. So keep an eye out for Sergeant Garatina's streams that are coming up. Usually, always on mainly Wednesdays.
Yeah, and I'm looking
keep
to
an eye out
call
for his
them.
unboxing, and then his out and about streams that he's been doing. I don't know what you would label them, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking to call them Pokemon Twilight Tuesday streams.
There you go.
Yeah, something to honor the moment where I had you along with Katie, Peter, and including Dragon Master Zero, voice protagonist, and wait, oh yeah, Arza for. One day I hope I can get you all back on together on my stream again as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of those people are all blowing up. I'm just a lowly streamer. Some people like to join, some people don't. But
you're not alone tonight, Syfaxx, because
no, I have a great amount of people, and there's also a good amount of people watching. I thank everybody for watching. Also, if anybody has any comments they want us to react to or any questions, go ahead and throw those out there. But also, hey, Sergeant Garatina, thanks for jumping on, man. And go ahead and check out Sergeant Garatina. He's a mod on a bunch of the channels you probably already watch, and he's one of the main mods on pretty much all of them. And yeah,
9 so far. 9 so far.
9. He's out there for 9. Like
yeah, 9, going on 10, man. I
yeah.
have a feeling
Speaking of the number 10, I'm looking to change ranks every time I reach a milestone of 1,000. As soon as I reach 10K, I'll be sure to change my channel's name and picture into something quite special. So
there you go.
Good night, folks.
I'm done.
I'll
Have a
catch
good
you
night,
guys
man.
later.
You take care, man.
Take care.
Peace out.
Have a good night, man.
All right. Well, that was Sergeant Garantina, everybody. Go ahead and go check out his channel. Obviously, he's a mod on a bunch of people's channels and does a bunch of probably more 90s to 2000s references and stuff like that recently because he doesn't like a lot of the new stuff. But yeah, go check out his channel.
I don't blame him on that because
I don't blame him at all.
Some of the new stuff, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say yeah, it's good. No, some of it sucks.
No,
and that's why they have to rely on you doing the same old stuff. with
Yeah, that's why
nostalgia
there's a
and
lot of
shit.
people going, let's say retro, right? There's a lot of people
Yeah.
going pretty retro with stuff. With that being said, King Style, we haven't heard your take on the Charlie Kirk stuff. Go ahead and say that, and then we'll move on to the
Dude,
next subject.
I didn't know him super well, but it's so eerie that he was on South Park, and then or like Cartman parodying him on South Park, and then he dies.
1 second.
Like-
Andy Studio says, "Hell panel. I hope you all having a great stream so far. All has been good, man. Everything's been flowing pretty well. It's always good to talk. I've been trying to keep away from doing too many clips because I don't want to show actually either side of any of this shit because both sides are bad. It's like you either have like extreme violence or you have people talking about how they appreciate the violence, and I don't really want to kind of amplify either of those things. So I'd rather just kind of talk about it. And so when we move on to the next things, if people got clips and whatever that they want to go ahead and show out, we'll be talking about that. But King Style wasn't here when we were talking about it earlier, so we're going to go ahead and hear his stuff, and then we'll move on from there.
Dude, that was insane.
Go ahead.
That was insane that he was like at a college and then he got shot. And like I said, I didn't know him very well. I know that they parodied him at South Park or used Cartman as basically the parody character, right?
Yeah, and
that he was based off of.
I didn't feel they did him too bad, like as far as that went. But and that it'd be, yeah, he loved it. I mean, that he literally used it as like his or as his picture. And
Yeah, his profile
if anything,
picture,
it's like
avatar picture.
I mean, he used it as I think most I don't know, conservative / right wing people would do, which is like, hey, it's a joke, let me embrace the joke. He just embraced the joke, and I think that's the right way to do it, which is what I think most of us say in general. If you're gonna get made fun of, just lean into it.
Yeah,
lean into it or just ignore it altogether, you know, because a certain person in office,
I mean, he leaned
did
into
not
it,
like
so.
he did not like his portrayal recently in South Park, portrayed as like Saddam Hussein.
You know, the only thing that I didn't
that.
like about that is I thought it was lazy because they reused the same voice. I was like,
yeah,
and they already did him as Garrison, so I was like, I just thought it
should have been
I was like,
Garrison.
it's lame.
yeah, but don't
It
South
should have
Park
been
just have like
Garrison.
4 or 5 people that do the voices anyway? Because I know the creators do a majority of the
Sure,
voices.
sure.
Yes.
That's
The exception of the women's voices, with the exception of the women's voices.
That's not my problem with it, and the portrayal of it wasn't my problem of it. It was like I just thought I was like, out of all the things they've ever done, I was like, I thought that was one of the laziest things they've done, because I'm like, usually they don't recycle it, and it's like you already did the same dude. Now you're just doing it again.
I think it's going to be revealed that it is Saddam Hussein.
I think he's going to pull the
Donald
mask
Trump.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, because why is Satan there? It has to be Saddam Hussein
With the same voice,
like
thing.
it's the same voice. It's going to be revealed that he's an imposter.
That'd be the smartest play for them, especially now. Like that, they'd be like, we got to do it now. Like that'd be the only smart play for them.
If that's not the
Because,
original idea, and I say just retcon it, like you said, Syfaxx, just do that because.
Yeah, because it'd be an extremely poor taste, right? Like it would wouldn't amplify much, because I don't feel as many people are watching South Park as they used to, because South Park for the last like 2 or 3 years has just been movies. Like they did those
I would say
mini
6.
movies.
I would say 6 because they didn't
Like,
have seasons.
yeah.
That's why Warner Brothers sued them, because
I
they
don't know.
told
They
them
just
they
got
were
$1 billion. So
Yeah, they told
somebody's
them-
apparently still watching them.
to just
They-
spew left wing rhetoric.
They
which
told
is
them
crazy.
that they were going to have seasons, and instead, Paramount were the ones that actually had the seasons. And they little by little, the season count went slowly off.
Yeah.
Like they shortened it, and it wasn't even a season anymore. So I don't blame Warner Brothers for suing, and it's just stupid. Like they did it. Here's the thing: I'm okay if they made fun of Trump, as long as they would have made fun of Joe Biden. But notice they never made fun of Biden ever.
Right. And it's so easy. It was so easy.
That was kind of weak.
Yeah,
or
and I'm like,
Kamala.
they didn't make fun of Kamala, they didn't make fun of Biden or Obama falling over, acting like a goofball. No, Trump has to have the smallest dick. He's crazy. It's like, seriously,
I would have been the
guys?
same with SNL, right? So it's like, dude, SNL, I feel, used to make fun of both sides. Or like, it doesn't matter who the president was. They made fun of whatever president was there. But it's like, I mean, even Barack Obama, they kind of made fun of him. Like they actually did, and it's like
They did. They towed a little. They towed a little bit. A little bit.
Not
I
really.
mean, barely.
Obama kind of looked like an action hero, like he was like the George Clooney of everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, they
did the heist
Rock.
movie. They did the Ocean 11 parody type of thing. They kind of made fun, but not to the extent that they did with Trump. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's like, come on, guys. If you're gonna make fun of presidents, make fun of all of them. All the presidents.
The only ones who made fun of like Obama properly, and like maybe not properly, but like they did it the best, was Key and Peele, when they were like they're doing their like black speech or whatever. It's like they had the interpreter.
Yeah,
they had the black interpreter, and it was like, what he really said. Yeah,
Obama had him on the show with them. That was crazy.
I did like the Rock Obama one where he was like the Hulk. He transformed into like to the Rock as the president. That was funny.
Yeah. It's like you're capable of doing these funny things. It's like, why are you not doing these? And it's like, then they go to someone like Trump, who before he ran at all, they would kind of poke fun at him or whatever. But at the same time, it's like all of media and all of Hollywood respected the guy. They all loved him, and all of a sudden it's like, he's running for president.
Trump was
pure hate.
Obama was a god. Like, he was a god to everybody, dude. Like,
it was funny because Trump, like when he was on SNL before pre-president running, right? Dude, they loved him. They put him in parodies. Like he was the host of SNL. Remember, he did the parody of Hotline Bling by Drake.
Well, he did like a KFC one or something. Like he did a chicken one. Like it was crazy. It was like Trump's chicken or some shit. And it was just...
and it was weird. And then they hated him. He was basically the devil at that point, and it was ridiculous.
Propaganda. That propaganda.
And it was funny. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. Well, with that being said, so obviously let's go ahead and just say a quick obviously RIP to Charlie Kirk. Hey man, a great person, somebody who's taken from us too soon, overdoing something that I think is not worth being taken out from. Like actually I don't think most things are being worth taken out from at all. Well, pretty much almost 99% things should not be taken out from. All he did was go out there, speak his opinion, and speak on his faith. Whether you're a fan of his faith, or you're a fan of his opinion, or against it in general, I think it's ridiculous that he was taken out the way that he was for literally just going in and talking to people. Like he just went out and talked to people. You didn't hear about him getting in fights. You didn't hear him about pulling guns on people. You didn't hear him about like, hey, I defended myself from some home invader. Like that's something, whatever.
He didn't slap or push away a protester or person he was debating during a debate. You never saw that.
No. He was just he just seemed like a reasonable dude who was just like, okay, hey, if you don't like my opinion, you can move on. It's all good, whatever. He's like, he'll talk to you if you want to talk to him, and that's literally all his thing was, hey, if you want to talk to me, come talk to me. If not, okay, don't talk to me, and then move the fuck on with your life. Like to die over that is absurd, and I'm curious on to see how it's gonna. I don't want to, let's say sway some people. Maybe they're going to go super far right. Like they're going to finally become the people that the media claims some of these right people to be, or is it just going to be like, hey, let's actually embrace what he was trying to spew or put out there. And now all of a sudden you just influenced, thousands of people to be just like him. And now you're going to have to shoot 1,000 more people. Like it seems like a losing battle either way for them. And
We got to keep those seats, man. We got to keep those seats. Can't lose those
it's
seats.
whatever. Like I don't see it being a winning strategy in general, and I don't think they realize that the people who either orchestrated it, did it, or even if it was just random, still terrible.
It's
Still
messed
terrible.
up because it's like all because
hey
you have a
guys, look,
different
we got a
view.
bot. Cheap viewers, guys. Hey, if you want to go to streamboo.com, remove the space. Look, you can get me a bunch of bots in here for cheap, guys. Like, can somebody remove it? Do we have a mod in here? Remove this fucking thing.
It's on Twitch though. It's not on.
Oh, damn it!
So you have to get like
I
a
wanted
mod
like
for.
I could have got like 1,000 more viewers. What am I doing? Like they would have paid me all of $0 because I'm not monetized.
That's probably mine's because I'm streaming and simultaneously streaming. So that's probably for me.
SJ says, "Hail Syfaxx and Calypso. What's up, SJ? Calypso's around here. Oh, she's in the corner. She's just grooming herself. She's near the fan. It's the only cool place in this room.
Let's lighten up the mood.
Let's do that. Let's go ahead and move on to the next subject.
Don't say it like that, man.
Anything else that has been going on?
Yeah, you got to
this
pause
week?
it like T says it. You got to pause everything.
Well, I got
Everything
something I
pause.
want to share with you, Sai, that I
Do it.
want to
Do it
ask
to it.
a question about. Let me put it in a private chat. So this is interesting that what I've seen on Twitter. So, a few days ago, we seen those clips about those pictures in the spear, them showing the Wizard of Oz in the spear. So
The sphere. Yeah.
yeah. So on this little article or this little thing that I'm sending you, they're showing how much money and how much they generated a day at the spear. So now they're pretty much thinking about doing it more on a frequent basis. This type of entertainment, as far as movie going, at a venue like the Sphere. So what do you think if they were to open up more of those type of venues in different like major cities, like let's say in New York, California, Atlanta?
Well, how much would they generate for?
It shows it in there in the article. They were generating about $2 million a day.
Wow,
And they were
Yeah,
charging
that's for-
200. They were
that's
charging
for a
200 a
tourist-
ticket.
That's for a tourist destination, though, right? Like,
Yeah, but I'm
likely
just saying,
most
just for
people
that
aren't
movie,
going
though,
there.
because they were selling it for that just particular movie. But think about if they were, because now they're thinking about doing Harry Potter movies in there. That's the next one. Warner Brothers was thinking about releasing more
blow it up.
movies.
If I
yeah,
play
they
it, some
own
reason
the
on
wi-
my end, it's loud as shit.
They
Oh,
own
yeah.
the Wizard of Oz, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Angel.
So you see,
Oh.
yeah.
And they also own another movie that they own is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So they can imagine those trippy visuals when they're in the boat and it's like LSD. How
That's what I'm saying,
scary.
Like, the visuals for this would be so ridiculous if they were to open up more venues like this. And I think people would pay to go to see these type of movies.
Yeah, so the Culture Crave article here, Culture Crave, whether you like them or not, whatever, sometimes they post okay stuff. I'm kind of not a huge fan, but at the same time, sometimes they're kind of up to date with some stuff. They say the Wizard of Oz at Sphere is reportedly grossing $2 million a day, which, yeah, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Execs think it could make over $100 million within a year. Over 90% of the film has been touched up with AI. I could see that because I'll try to play the clip. I'm going to turn down the volume because on my end, like, it screeched out my volume all crazy. So I can only imagine what it'd be like on your guys' end. Fans are paying about $200 a ticket. They're talking to WB about licensing other films, including Harry Potter. Okay, Harry Potter would be cool because all the flying stuff and like all the random magical wizardry shit that's going on in it. I could see that being pretty interesting. Let me see
How
if
cool
I can...
the Christopher Reeve Superman movies would be cool. Like imagine feeling the wind as he's flying in the air.
Go ahead and make that full screen. There's only 17 seconds. Let's go ahead and check this out. Let me turn down the volume to half. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's at half volume. Let's go and check it out.
I like how they got the paper flying around.
Oh yeah, that looks super sexed up. Oh, and they have the wind blowing and
Yeah, that's what I'm
stuff
saying. It's
flying
like a
at you.
4D experience. It's totally 4D. The wind, they got paper flying around in there. They got smoke going on. It's a crazy experience. Like,
I don't know if I'll pay $200 for it though, bro.
I would.
I would
I
have
mean,
to.
in the
yeah.
beginning, they're gonna pay. They're gonna charge 200, but I feel like they're gonna probably slowly decrease it, like maybe little by little, maybe to $50 or something. They
Yeah.
might do that per, like if it's a family deal.
I think
you
if
have
they
to-
open up more venues like this, then yes, they have to open up more. But if this is the only venue, they're going to keep it at that price.
Yeah,
because it's the
yeah.
only unique venue that does it.
All
But
right.
they need to open up maybe like one or two more. Then I think it would be.
Somebody's
Cool.
gonna mess up my whole layout.
I didn't mess with your whole layout, up. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I didn't touch it.
What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't touch it. Yeah.
It
Wait,
does
wait,
that
wait.
sometimes when you play certain video clips. When you're on like a website page.
I'll bring us back. I swear. There we go.
There it is.
We're back. But Zach, I can do this. What's going on, guys? I'm super red because I've been working way too much in the heat. It's crazy. I'm like all of the red. Also, hey, thanks for showing up to the sidecast on a Wednesday night. Usually it's midweek hangings. I didn't think that title was appropriate for the day, so I just did a sidecast instead.
No, it makes
I think
sense,
that was
man.
the right choice.
It probably was for the best, man.
Gray Poupée says, hey, Gray Poupée. Hey man, you want to jump on the stream by any chance, man? I'll send you an invite, man. You're always welcome here. He's usually over at MSK's channel, and I think he does a couple other things. I don't know if he started up his own stuff again, but
Yeah,
Gray
Gray's a
Poupée is
good
hilarious.
dude.
It's good people.
And MSK is as well.
MSK is actually pretty chill. I've obviously met him in person and whatnot. And I go
He
into his
speaks his
channel. And
mind.
he invited me onto his channel for tonight because he was talking, I think, about kind of the same subject matter that we did at the beginning, which is obviously the Charlie Kirk stuff. But I was like, usually on Wednesdays, I kind of do a stream, or I've been trying. I want to get back into doing one. And now that I'm trying to get back to a normal schedule, I felt like I want to just do one anyways. So we'll see what's going on. But yeah, if anybody else has other stuff that they would like to talk about, because
I'm just anxious about tomorrow. I'm about to go see Demon Slayer.
Oh, the new Demon Slayer is dropping
on it. Ooh, I'm so excited about that.
What are your thoughts on that about like the Demon Slayer? Like, do you think they're gonna dub it in English, or you think they're just gonna put subtitles over it?
I think they're gonna dub it in English because they already showed it out in what was it? I forgot what country. I think it was Japan or and it was the original version over there, but that's why it's taking so long to come over here because they had to dub it.
Well, like most anime releases out here in the US, at least where I've seen, I mean, out here in California, maybe because I have access to so many theaters, whatever. But even so, even in the same theater, they'll have like two releases. That is, one is dubbed, one is subbed.
Yeah,
like they tend to just have one of each.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll do it for like a couple days. They don't tend to release like a week-long thing unless it's pretty massive or something. So maybe Demon Slayer might be a different story because Demon Slayer like pulls massive numbers.
Yeah.
I hope it does well. It's just there was a controversy like a couple years ago where they did a movie and it was done by the same people who dubbed it in English, Crunchyroll, who was previously known as Funimation. And
they got absorbed or whatever.
Funimation is notorious, with shady practices with dubbing things and not treating their voice actors with respect unless they're a part of the cool kids club. They don't like unions, and that's a whole different story with the whole union thing, right? But one of the people from Mob Psycho 101 got fired because of suggesting that they can not talk about a union, but just have a meeting of a possibility in the future, and they
That's kinda
shit canned him. Yeah, they fired the guy. So basically, some other actor replaced him for the show for Mob Psycho, the English dub.
I've been catching up on a couple different animes this weekend, or like I missed the last weekend of like a bunch of the animes I've been watching, like Clavitas, The Water Magician. Some of these some of them I don't fully recommend. Gatu, whatever. Like there's some good ones that are out right now. I'm almost thinking that once their full seasons are out, I'll be able to recommend them a little bit better, because some of them, like, they've been kind of doing the same thing. Each one has been doing like the same thing, but at a different time in their release dates, to where like the first couple episodes, like first episode or two is interesting, then it like falls off, and then it comes back and falls off or whatever. And it's like, how are you coming back and falling back or falling off within like a 7 to 8 episodes? Like, that's not a good sign. I don't know if I like that sign for some of these things.
It's them being lazy, man. Because
Yeah,
a
weird.
lot of these shows, they're carbon copies of each other. The whole light novel / adventure, being in another world or being in a video game aesthetic, being in a sword and sorcery world, it's a clone of each other.
Right.
So they'll copy it, and
we got
sometimes they're good.
another guest that's showing up. I don't know if he's actually here or not. His screen is black. I'm going to add him to the stage, see if he's actually here. Maybe we see if we can hear him. Hey, Sean, are you there? No.
I think you have another guest as well, man. There's like, it says 6 people.
Oh, no. Oh, that's his other one.
All right.
I was
never
having
mind.
difficulty with my computer.
Sean,
so
there we go. You're just on your phone?
Yeah, I'm just on my phone, so I just gave up and just entered my phone. So sorry I'm late.
Sean, the felony attorney. You've probably seen him in the chat. Sometimes he's always there shit talking me and everybody else because he hates us, but also loves to jump on the channel. No,
I do.
This
is the best channel ever.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, brother. But he is an actual attorney, and I believe you are like so he's a wrench, like our mod on what's his name? Ron Coleman's channel. Big YouTube. Big attorney, but he's also very decent, also a very decent sized YouTuber and stuff nowadays. And and you sent me a video. I have not watched the video. It's like a 20-minute video, but I believe it has a lot to talk about what we were talking about earlier with the Charlie Kirk stuff,
right,
and whatnot. So let's hear your take on some of that stuff, man. And then obviously, if there's any certain parts of that video, I can start bringing them up and as well. But if you just want to talk about it in general, I mean, we're coming up on 2 hours. So if you just want to say what you want to say about it, let's go ahead.
Well, I think it's pretty ridiculous, obviously, but I think what's really going on, I think I'd be interested to find out who killed him. And until you find that out, it's hard for me to really say what's really going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whether it's the left or if it's because it's like to make that kind of precision of a shot. It's hard for me to believe that somebody on the left would have that kind of stability. Like,
oh yeah, well,
and that's a bad joke, but at the same time, it's kind of true.
What I think is interesting is they got away. That's the interesting part to me. So I dropped the fan.
Yeah.
They got away, and that my view is the most interesting part. Is that they got away, because that's not easy. It's easy to go in there with your freaking AK and that person, the trans person that had all those guns and all those different magazines. It's easy to go in there and just shoot everything up, be on a suicide mission. A little bit harder to do a precision shot like that and get away. And
well, it's like, how do you get away? Like, do you just shoot the gun, leave the gun, and then blend into the crowd because it's a no gun zone? So if nobody has any guns, then everybody's free to go, or what do you do?
That's why
I mean,
that's why the gun, though,
then,
as far as I know.
Now the gun is left behind, and then there's there any prints or whatever? And obviously that's going to take time to.
Oh, so you did leave the gun behind?
No, I have no idea, but it's like that'd be my assumption that you take the shot. And then you leave the gun behind, and it's a no gun zone. And so they just justify it as that. You leave the gun there. Then you walk down as all the crowd is dispersing, and you just blend right back into the crowd. And then you fuck off, right? And then it's like, Well,
Maybe.
how do you do that? Because obviously you're not going to be carrying. It's like, hey, who's the guy with the weird shaped backpack? Like you're going to stop everybody with a backpack, whatever, or like you don't have the time to break down a gun. I would assume you probably left the gun, the bullet, the casing, whatever. It's like because they're saying it's from either 100 yards, even 200 yards. There's not that many buildings there to actually take that shot from. So.
Well, they have the person they have the video of the person on the roof.
Yeah, there's somebody clearly on a roof, but it's like, is that the dude that actually took the shot? I mean, more than likely, probably, but
well, yeah,
I question that too. I don't even know if that's the guy. What if it's just a fall guy that they just?
Yeah,
used?
that's exactly.
He's crazy.
yeah,
The
like
image
how
that they
set up
showed,
was it? Like
he looked like a crackhead. The image that they showed, it's like you can't be a crackhead to shoot good like that. I'm sorry, unless you were in the special forces.
There was the dude that they actually arrested who was like 60-something years old. Like this dude was like, he was old as shit, and I'm like, that's not a crack shot sniper.
I don't know though. I just seen the Dave Chappelle show. I seen some crackheads do some stuff. Yo, they pick up buses. They can see pennies from miles away. You know what I'm saying? Break walls.
If a bus dropped on him out of nowhere, I'd be like, it was definitely a skit from fucking or like definitely a skit from
the Chappelle show,
the Chappelle show, or Key and Peele. You know, it's like
I'm just saying, unless you were in the military or you were a cop or an agent or whatever, right? Even if you were on drugs, right? It would be really hard, even if it's possible. It would be really hard to have a clean shot like that, to have a good, accurate shot.
Well, that's the thing is like there's also the other videos that are going around where people are thinking that actually it was a shot to the heart, but it bounced off his body armor. That apparently some people claim that he wears like body armor, and it bounced off and then ricocheted up to his neck, and that cut his artery. So that's the other theory that's going around. I don't know how true any of this is. Like I'm sure we'll find out in the next couple of days. Obviously, this is very fresh stuff. It barely happened 10 hours ago, 8 hours ago, give or take.
Well,
so,
of course,
like, we'll be learning more about it in the next day or two. But
that's interesting because if he knew he wore a bulletproof vest and he went after the neck on purpose, that would be interesting. That's something that
Well, or they didn't know he wears a bulletproof vest, and then it just happened to ricochet and happened to kill him. It's like, well, I mean, it happened to nick an artery because I mean, when you see the up close video, the amount of blood that comes out is like staggering. It straight up looks like a horror movie. It's crazy.
Oh, just like what happened to that lady in Charlotte. I mean, it was just epic amounts of blood.
What's weird is like because I saw the video of the Charlotte one, and it's like you see her just like kind of just dazed and confused, and then I don't see any blood until she falls over. Kind of like maybe I'm missing it because I've watched a couple different ones. I was like she just looks stunned, and all of a sudden she falls over, and then you see all the blood behind her and like blood everywhere, and it's like all of a sudden it just appears, and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it might just be a bad video.
You seen the lady in Philadelphia that got executed in broad daylight? It was a woman that was arguing with somebody with like the Muslim guy.
Yeah,
and he literally shot her. Like you could see her begging.
How many people on the panel actually shoot? So anybody here actually shoot?
Well, I can't own a gun, so
bit. I don't got guns, but I've shot before.
Right now, I don't have a piece.
I've been shot for like 10 or something years. I've only shot like twice or whatever. It's not out of lack of wanting to. It's just like I don't know.
Now if we're talking about Call of Duty, I'll be murking them.
I'd like to go shooting more. That'd be fun.
I'd like to have a gun. That'd be nice, but I can't.
I think all Americans, regardless of their checkered past or not, if they redeemed themselves, they deserve to have a peace. That's my belief. Don't quote anybody on this panel. Me, I believe that people should, as American citizens, we should carry guns. That's what our founding fathers said in the Constitution. Every man should bear arms. It doesn't matter if it's a gun, a knife, a hammer, anything, any weapon. We have the right as Americans to hold.
I know. I had one of the funniest things happen to me when I like my My mom brought out a case one time and it was just like, "Hey, do you know what I have in here?" And I was just like, "Oh, is it my birth certificate?" Because she was like, "Oh, it's the most important thing I own." And I was like, "Oh, my birth certificate?" And she's like, "No." And she opened it up and it's a fucking 45. And I was like, "Of course it is. Of course it is." I was like, "Okay."
Syfaxx, have you tried to get your birth certificate from LA County? I assume you were born in LA County. It's hard.
Actually,
it's a
no,
pain
I
in the
got
ass.
it, and I got like 15 copies of it. Yeah.
Oh, you get the 15 copies, man. If you try to, I tried to get mine.
No,
Man, it takes
I have my original. Well, I mean, I did it about 15 years ago, and that I just have a bunch of copies. I made a bunch of copies of it when I had it done because I was going on a cruise or some shit, and I just made a bunch of them. And I was like, I'm gonna take a copy with me because they were like, "Oh, you need this, you need this, you need your passport." And so I just did everything. I did everything super extra, and I was like, I don't want to ever have to deal with this shit again. So I made a bunch of them.
Dealing with LA County is impossible. It's awful.
I try
I
to
can imagine now.
I try to.
I remember when I lost my. Well, I didn't lose my Social Security, but so I have my original Social Security, but to get a copy of it, that one took a while.
I tried to get my passport a couple years ago, and they fucked me over. I spent over like $200 for that, and I went to the the postal office where you usually go, and they screwed me over.
What'd they do?
Bastard. I had to do a whole bunch of shit. I had to scour the world, literally, right, to get like basically it's like an adventure movie. You need to get this, and then only then can I give you this. I did all that fucking shit, and
Sound
they
like Zelda.
still, yeah, it is Zelda. And then they said no. You were missing this, or you didn't do this right. And I'm like,
what's crazy? I don't know what it's like in other states right now, but in California, like even like the DMV went like pretty much 95% digital.
Virtual,
Like
yeah.
everything is all digital. So it's
all
like
virtual.
I remember there was I was dealing with a thing with like one of my car registrations because I bought it was like my fuck around weekend car, and like the motherfucker didn't send me the title and everything, and I thought it was gonna be a pain in the ass, and so I went in and I was just like, whatever, I'm waiting an hour. It was like an hour and a half. I finally get in there, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this happens all the time when you do with the Facebook Marketplace stuff." And I was like, "Boom!" They just handled it in one quick thing, and they're like, "Here's your title. Like it'll be in your thing in like 2 weeks. It'll be in your mailbox in 2 weeks." Sure enough, there it was. And I was like, "Thank fucking God!" I was like, dude, I felt like I just got scammed. I'm like, I'm driving around a car I technically don't own. Like, damn it. Totally worked out. I was like, okay, cool. So it worked out because they were like, yeah, this happens all the time. So I was like, there are some things that are oddly working. They're just, it's like, it's almost working better now that you're not dealing with fucking people because people suck. But oddly enough, though, the person that I was working with, because they recognized so many of my tattoos that I have, they were just like, hey, is that? Is that? And they named like 4 of my tattoos on just my fucking forearms and my arms. And I was like, yeah. And they're like, cool, man, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. And so they treated me super great. And I was like, I wonder if it was the tattoos. And they were just like, hell yeah, man. You like all the same bullshit I do. And I was like, I don't care what it was. You got me in and out of here real quick. And it cost me like all of nothing. So there we go.
That's cool. I've never had a problem with California DMV. Had lots of problems with Oregon DMV, but not California DMV.
Really? Yeah, that's weird. Like the only problem I've had in California DMV is just the wait time. And then
yeah,
like so I'd go out of my way to go to like Santa Clarita, because Santa Clarita used to be like the smallest area or whatever. So you'd go there and there'd be like no wait time.
Yeah, you go to Magic Mountain right after.
Yeah, I can't do roller coasters, dude. The way my head shakes, like something about it gives me like the worst headache.
Oh, yeah, then Magic Mountain ain't worth it then.
I hate Magic Mountain. Bastards. I hate the fact that they make you buy a seasonal pass, and like, I moved out here to New York. They don't let you exchange or keep paying for the seasonal pass in a different state. You have to continue utilizing California no matter what.
Oh yeah,
What?
I don't. Disney won't do
no.
the,
Hold
does
on.
the same thing.
So, Fizz from the chat says you'd be surprised at some of the shots you can make with a shitty AR build and an Amazon optic. Yeah, but even if you listen to the audio and everything, it's literally one shot. So it's like it's not like he took multiple shots. It's like a very and also
He
you
was
can see
professional.
Charlie lean back and like get comfortable. So it's like somebody who's waiting for him to be in the right spot, which seems like somebody who'd be kind of trained to be like, let me wait for the optimal time. And I don't feel like most people would be willing to do that. It's more like, let me take the shot at whenever I think I can do it, instead of just being like, because it's not like they did it right at the beginning. It was not at the end. It was just like, let me see when he gets comfortable. He's like, all right, I'm ready to take questions. So they're already they've recognized his pattern and his routine, and so they were like tuned into what he was doing, which seems like research and stuff, which is crazy. So that's why
I think
people are saying it's like it seems like a professional hit, somebody who very much knew what they were doing.
that would be my guess too. And why would you kill Charlie Kirk? I mean, we're talking about milk
Out of
toast.
all
Be like killing
people,
like Tim Pool. Come on. Ooh, why would you do that? This is milk toast time. That's my attitude. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of leaning more towards what I was saying earlier, which is like it's to incite that level of violence that they claim that the right does. They claim the right does this, but they got no evidence of it. So how do we incite that? Well, let's take out somebody who's in that sphere and look at the way that a lot of people are reacting. A lot of people are like, we're done. We're fucking done with you motherfuckers. And it's like, you're inciting the people who definitely could do some damage if they wanted to. And maybe you did target the right person as far as if you want that narrative to be thrown out there to the mainstream media. You might have done it, and we might be seeing some crazy backlash instead of watching people just like getting harassed by the left, because that's what happens. It's never the right. The right goes out there with microphones with a sign, and they're just like, hey, you want to talk? And then they get like shit on for like 2 hours. And then like maybe one or two people are semi-reasonable to be like screech and yell into a mic. But then there's other people like, don't talk to them, blah, blah, blah. You never see somebody out there on the right going out there or
don't
like
talk to them.
the video going like, oh my God, look at this right-wing person who's about to come up and assault us. And then that person does that. You might start seeing something kind of around those lines now. Like it's not going to be a lot, but all it's going to take is one or two, and they're going to be like, see, we proved our point. And that's what I was saying. It's like, it's almost like a gaslighting tactic, but I mean, at the most extreme version of it, which is terrible and fucking unforgiving. But it's not going to, even if that were to happen, I don't think it's going to go in their favor, because people, I think, will realize the only reason this is happening is because you targeted like the most, I don't know, debatable man out there who is like the most like not centrist, but is like he's the most easy to talk to and most accessible person. He goes out of his way to go into the opposition technically and just be like, hey, you want to talk? Like I think his whole campaign was just called like want to talk or something like that. His campaign was called like something very like
debate me.
Like debate me or something. It was like,
or prove,
like,
let's talk.
That's it. It's not like, it's like, it wasn't like you went into a college and it was like, fuck you leftists, I hate you, and I fucked your mother last night. Hey, let's talk about it. Like that's not the name of the, that's not the
about your mom's loose pussy.
Yeah. It's like, hey, can I get my coat back from your mom's fucking closet? Yeah, it's like, no, it wasn't called that. Like, I mean, that's what mine would be called, but like,
your mom stole my shoes. I couldn't leave. Oh shit. No, but that's what's so funny. So the real question is, who benefits from the death of Charlie Kirk? That's my question. Who's benefiting? Why would they do it? Because obviously this was sophisticated.
It's
What's crazy is
fear-mongering.
like naturally on the on like a blind side of everything, you would think like, oh, the left should benefit because he's not out there actually affecting the left anymore. But all he really did is like all the left really did was make a martyr out of the dude. So they actually lost the most, in my opinion, because I think this is going to rally all those people that were kind of apprehensive. Because I've even like as many as there are videos out there that are saying like, there's obviously weirdo leftists like, thank God Charlie Kirk is dead, blah blah blah, and they're all fuck them, they're all pieces of shit, whatever. I've also seen a decent amount of videos of leftists who are just like, this actually turned my opinion to show like actually I was on the side of evil, whatever. There's those videos out there too. So I don't know. I don't know how much they're balancing each other out, but they are out there. So
it might not have been the left.
You also got to remember when it comes to evil stuff, people don't have any logical reasoning behind it. And to the fact of when I served in the military, there's extreme people on both sides that know how to do damage to a lot of people. So it'll be interesting to see who is involved. If it's more than it's probably more than one person, because there's no way, like you guys were saying, a person can take that shot.
Did you see that?
It was too good, DK. It's impossible. Like, dude, if it was a drugged out person or a drunk person, it had to be a former military or cop or agent to get a clean shot. There's no way a regular person would be able to do that.
Did you see that stuff? I don't know if it was faked or not, the Facebook postings where the guy was saying that he's going to go, he was a trans guy or girl, I don't know, whatever. And
I've been seeing those ones around too.
Yeah, and he was saying, oh, wait till tomorrow. And this was posted yesterday. It's like, oh yeah, wait till tomorrow. It's going to be good. And that was, so I was on Twitter somewhere, but I don't know if it's real or if it was fake. I don't know. I just saw it before I actually logged in.
It's insane, man.
Yeah,
it's insane that people who have a different view to somebody, right? My thing is, as long as I can have my views, right? I'm not going to tell you can't like or believe in something as long as you don't do that to me. That's just me as a human being. But if you do that to me, I'm going to fucking do it to you. Don't fuck with me.
That's kind of what I expect even here on like online. Like I can sit there and say whatever opinion I want. Obviously this is different than politics or whatever, but it's to say my movie opinions, my TV opinions, whatever. That's usually what I talk about here. Maybe even some of my pop culture opinions, whatever. And like I expect to get a little bit of hate or whatever, just like anybody else. I think we've all, once you put your face out there, once you put your name out there, once you put your channel out there, you expect a little bit of that kind of pushback in general. Obviously none of us are anywhere as big as freaking Charlie Kirk is or was, sorry, but regardless, it's like you expect that, you're assuming that, and you once like even jumping into that, you assume that in general, and you're like, yeah, okay, I can take it. I can take a bunch of people to say like, you can't say that, you can't blah blah blah, and you're just like, yeah, you're a bunch of fucking losers, you're a bunch of F slurs, you're a bunch of whatever, and you just don't care, which is what most of us do. But I don't think anybody actually sits there and goes like, oh, I could get shot over this. Like,
it's insane because you want to believe that because you weren't biologically born as a specific gender, because somebody says, no, we're born what we are, you're going to go crazy for that. I'm like, no, you're a fucking child. Yeah. You are a fucking child. And if you're not going to act a certain way, guess what? We're going to have to put you in a special place. And we should bring back those special places, those asylums, those psych wards, because when a child does something wrong, you put them in their room or whatever, right? You ground them. You have to ground these fucking man-child or man-women children. You got to do it. But we don't do it because, that's against their beliefs, or we need to treat everybody equal. Fuck that.
Great comment here from Dragon Master Zero. Charlie Kirk was someone who could speak to the young minds, mainly young people. I'm assuming that means with clarity, something that the left can't tolerate because they're trying to indoctrinate the young people. Absolutely true. Like, that's the thing, is they would speak with clarity, they would speak with purpose, they would speak with intent and everything, and the left speaks in, like, the best way to put it, riddles, and sadly to say, the way that sometimes I speak, where I use the word like a lot, but I can at least justify that by saying I drink a lot. So I'm sitting there trying to find the words, but they sit there and say like, but also they're like usually Californians. I'm also Californian, so maybe I'm just getting double the likes, but like triple the hatred on all my shit. It's fine, but like, I understand why
Like,
people can understand
they say,
why,
oh,
like,
they
you
don't wanna
can't
say,
like understand like why I'm saying like what the fuck I'm like. Okay, it's fine.
They don't
But
want to say
Dragon
or
Master
fuck.
Zero here is actually perfectly like he's completely right. Where when people are very articulate and they mean what they actually say, and then they can back up what they say, they don't know how to deal with it. And that's what tends to end up happening with a lot of these, like the debates that he was saying, or the debates that he would be having, is he would come with the facts, he would have with the statistics, and he would have all that stuff. And it was basically a bunch of stuff you could pretty much look up on your phone.
Right.
You could just verify everything he was saying. It's just, you might as well just been like, hey Siri, is he right? And Siri would have been like, yeah, 100%, you dumb fuck, and it'd been like, holy crap, Siri is as smart as Charlie Kirk, and you'd be like, oh my god, this is crazy. Well, his Siri's right wing, and then they would have probably shot Siri. But like, it,
You just made my Siri go off. You know that, right?
did I really?
She's like, that's not nice. I'm like, what the
Of course it's not nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey Siri, is Sean watching way too much tranny porn? No.
Oh no.
That's not nice. No.
Yes, it's very nice. No. Damn it, Sean. Stop it.
No, but I think the one thing people don't understand about the trans thing is that they're atheists, but no one wants to be an atheist. Let's be real here. Everyone believes in God or some sort of God or gods or whatever. Everyone believes in something. And they believe that trans proves that you have a soul because your gender is different from your sex. So therefore, for them, for the wokes, being trans shows that you have a soul that's different from your body, just your regular aesthetic body. It proves a soul. And for them, that's highly
from what I was
religious.
talking about, other than I mentioned it for like half a second. My bad.
You did.
But
No, we were talking about trans
Continue.
earlier, but that's what I was saying about the trans, and that's why they're so into the trans. That's why they can't let it go. It's because for them, it's a religious thing. It's not.
It is their religion. But the thing is about trans, it's like the reason why they don't want to believe in a god, right, is because that goes against their beliefs. I'm talking about like the Abrahamic God, like.
Well, they believe that's the devil.
Yeah, that's what they think, because it's you're telling me I can't be the way I am because it's wrong. Yes, according to that book, it says it's wrong. I don't make it up. The Bible says the Bible says that. Oh, go ahead, man.
What happened to Charlie Kirk reminds me of what happened to JFK. I can see that, and I've been seeing a lot of people comparing this to like even Martin Luther King and stuff like that, where it's like it's somebody who is speaking up against a certain movement that was super kind of radical at the time, and maybe to some people it could be, and I don't know. The thing is, though, is like the party that he kind of represented, or that he represents, is we're not marchers, we're not out there, we're not going to be protesters or whatever. But this is what I was saying earlier with the whole, all it's going to take is like 5% of people to be extra radicalized in that kind of way, to be like, I'm going to take this shit into my own hands, and I'm just gonna beat the shit out of a liberal or whatever. Like that's that could be a very big real possibility of what happens because of this. And in my opinion, like I don't think anybody would be surprised. It's like all of a sudden within the next week or so, I'll just say within the next week to 2 weeks, there's going to be some story of somebody just saying, fuck it. There's going to be somebody going off, be like, you didn't respect my gender. And all of a sudden they're going to be like, oh yeah, they got their teeth knocked in. They'll still be alive, but they're going to be beat like 7 ways to Sunday. And it's like, it's going to be crazy. And like, and that might start a movement. I don't want it to happen. That would be not great. I think the best way, well, it kind of exactly. It'll be some type of civil war, but at the same time, I think the best way to like maybe honor the dude's memory would be a bunch of people speaking out more to a certain degree. I understand wanting to go against it because I'm not gonna lie, I felt that way too at first, and I was like, but that's not what the guy was about. Like he's not out there. Obviously, he's not out there like, hey man, anybody want to come up and debate me? If I lose the debate, I'll fight you about it. You know, he's not out there like throwing fists or something. So it's like he's out there using words as his weapon, and it's like, well, if you can't beat me in words, apparently they had to, you know, bring guns to a fucking word fight. Which
I just have a
crazy.
serious. I just don't think it was some progressive people doing it. I just doubt it. It
just seems set up.
It seems set up because if you're a progressive, why wouldn't you take out all of his acolytes, all those buddies there? Why wouldn't you do that? Just get the freaking AK, just blow them all away, and you're gonna die too. But that's okay because you're gonna commit suicide because you're trans.
Yeah, they always commit suicide.
Right, but this one was professional. This one was done. We don't even have the guy arrested. This is a whole different thing.
It's because
they said he got arrested, but I don't believe the person they caught.
No, the person they arrested wasn't the right one. But
there's
like
no
the
way.
first one.
No way.
What I think it is like they're sitting there told like, hey, you kill the king or the queen, and all of a sudden the soldiers will disperse, right? Instead of thinking like, well, once you do that, they're actually going to rally behind them, right? And it's like, well, actually, it's like, well, what if everyone is such a sycophant, or if everybody's such a believer in what the cause was to begin with, they're actually not just following that person, they're following the belief. And so you didn't, just because you killed the person doesn't mean you killed the belief. And you don't realize that actually the belief, you just actually emphasize the belief. And that's actually kind of more what happened, where it's like, because that's basically what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be more of that, where there's gonna be a lot more people coming out, and like there's already people out there, and I said this earlier, where there's like, I mean, people are tweeting where it's like, oh, you just made 75 million people being like, hey, we're pro what he was talking about. I don't think it's going to obviously be that number, but you are going to have an extreme amount of number of people who are going to be like, I'm going to be the next Charlie Kirk now. And it's going to be ridiculous numbers. Like, it's going to be crazy.
Well, you see, they're looking
I
for
don't blame him.
They're looking for the guy that was cheering in the front after he got shot. The guy with the beard.
Yeah.
The guy.
I mean, just because you're cheering for it, like I want to say go after that dude, but it's like,
I wouldn't arrest him, because if by that
that's
logic,
gonna be a bad look.
No, because it's gonna be, what is this? Communist China? We're gonna.
Well, they're gonna pull him in for. They're gonna pull him in for questioning because he
pull him in for questioning. Sure. Do that.
You, like, take him to the station. Like, oh, why were you cheering? We just want to know that. Like, why were you?
I hated that guy for 10 years, but if he's just sitting there just like smoking weed and being like, I'm a high piece of shit, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, fuck Christianity, hell Satan, and then he just fucks off into the darkness. Nobody cares about that guy. Like,
yeah. But if he is somehow connected to that shooter, then I get it. But like, don't arrest him because he.
No, I'm not saying they're going to arrest him, but they're looking for him for questioning. That's what they.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is like, dude, can you imagine they do that with everybody? Like, if you have a view, you're going to jail for thinking a certain way. I don't think that's right.
Well,
all right, check it out.
Someone cheered when he got shot.
Yeah, the guy is.
Yeah, there,
Is
dude.
he?
Like,
Is that guy retarded?
dude.
He turned right
Oh,
around
yeah.
where the guy
Probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's retarded. I mean, that would be like the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, you're putting a bullseye.
Ronnie
on
sees
yourself.
when it comes out to
Yeah.
trans and trans activists, bring up transracial, sit back and watch. Yeah, that's that. It's all gonna end in nothingness.
I
He
am
was
a
a
Filipino.
patsy, Nestor Pineas. Okay, check it out. With that being said, look, we're coming up at about 2.5 hours. With that being said, I mean, I got to get up for work early, so it'll give me about a little bit of time to fall asleep and actually get up on time. With that being said, I want to thank everybody showing up, and let me go around the horn here and see what everyone has coming up. I'll probably also do a show maybe Friday and maybe Saturday. Now that I'm kind of more getting set in my new work schedule and whatnot, I will be doing either more shows, more likely not political, but I don't know.
Like,
Maybe I'll follow some of this and whatnot as it comes about, and then we'll go from there. But let's go ahead and go around the horn, and let's start at the bottom here with King Style. King Style, you got anything actually going on yet, or are you just chilling?
I'm just chilling, dude. So you can skip me, dude.
King Style is just chilling. So let's
I'm
go
working
over
on
here
it
to the
on
left.
the project, but go with
Right
Sean.
on. Let's
Go,
go,
Sean?
Sean, the felony attorney.
I'm not really working on
Sure
anything
did.
right now, but I've been thinking about working on a few videos. I think the one thing that people don't really get around like living here in Oregon is like people will say like, "Oh, there's homelessness everywhere." Not like there is here, man. It's pretty bad, and I've done a few videos on it.
Oh, wow.
And you go out in the middle of the night,
You think it's worse than LA?
Well,
I think it's worse than New York.
I mean, LA was clean when I was there the last time. That was in
What
2000.
how
part of
long
LA
ago?
were you at?
Oh yeah, 17. No,
You know, walking down Hollywood
But
Boulevard,
when
there's
the
no one
Olympics
there.
came around, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
been
when the
around
award
lately.
season for the Oscars, yeah, they moved the homeless people to make it look good. So
No, I was there 2017. It was totally clean. I mean, it wasn't totally clean. There were a couple people just ran, but it wasn't like it is today. I know it's much worse. But Eugene, it's the drug thing. Everyone out there, like, I'll go to Safeway at 9 in the morning.
Mhm.
It looks like these homeless guys are doing yoga, but they're really just doing the fentanyl bend.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But so I
I
want
mean,
to
they got better fucking flexibility than I do, man. It's
Oh,
crazy.
they got amazing flexibility.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's insane. All right. So, well, obviously you can catch Sean. He's sometimes a moderator over there at, he's a ranch moderator over
I'm
there
rich on,
at
on Valiant Nation too. So
Valiant Nation, and obviously at
Ron Coleman.
Ron Coleman. And then you'll see him talking shit to people like me and DA all the time, but he's also a great guest. He's fucking awesome. Sean he's the felony attorney. We love him. Right on, brother. Thanks for
Thank you, Dad.
thanks for
Syfaxx.
hopping on. And then DK Bones has been starting up his channel, getting stuff going. I've seen him do a few shows lately. I'm not sure exactly what your full schedule is because it's kind of seems to be hit and miss compared to mine. But thank you for showing up for mine. But go ahead and let people know where they can find you, what you got going on, and everything, and go on.
I got a stream going on tomorrow on my channel. I think it's at 5 Eastern. I'll send invites out if people can make it. Yeah, I don't know what
I'll
I'm
be
going
at
to talk.
work, but I'll try and listen in.
I was going to talk about some lighthearted stuff, but with all this going on, it's kind of. I'll try to hit on it a little bit, but I'll try to keep it lighthearted.
I mean, lighthearted stuff might actually help to I don't know, mix it up a bit to get people away from all this fucking craziness. Like, I mean, I almost didn't want to talk about it, but I almost felt like I had to. I don't know. So yeah, DK Bones, go check him out. He's starting up his channel's just starting to kick off a little bit more. He's doing his own shows. He's doing some. I think I've seen you either do some videos or clips or something lately, for the most part.
Yeah.
And go and check out DK Bones. I think whenever he's available, you'll see him on some of you'll see him on my channel. Sometimes you'll see him over at Rockefeller Plaza on Fridays and whatnot. I think every other Friday, something like that, whenever he's available, because his work schedule allows that, give or take. And then, go ahead and go support DK Bones. With
Yeah,
that
sure.
being said, we got one last person, the casual viewer, Angel, or the Angel over there at X. What's going on, brother? What do you got coming up? You got some videos, you got some topics, you got some. What's going on, man?
You're muted, bro.
You're muted.
You're muted. Muted.
My bad.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. I just guess
Oh,
I'm
we
getting-
want to hear that voice, brother. Bring it on.
But
Yeah, that smooth
gonna
voice,
have a-
man.
He's
I'm gonna
like,
have a
hey,
out of
man,
the
I'm
theater
sorry.
review
I'm just
for,
out here being Angel, brother. I can't tell you what's going on, but here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that out of the theater review for Demon Slayer tomorrow. I think I'm going to try to catch the what is that other movie? There's another movie that I wanted to see tomorrow, but I was gonna try to do.
I
like,
haven't
a
been
double
checking
split.
them either. Like,
'Cause-
usually I'm on top of it, but I haven't been checking this week. I've been having a
No
weird
joke,
week.
bro. You almost sounded like you were pulling a Pootie Tang. Like he's doing a hit record. It was muted. Like it was just silence. That was the funniest shit, man. That was awesome. That was a great hit, and it's just nothing. It's just mute.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do a couple of shorts. But I'm gonna have an out of the theater review. I'm just trying to decompress a little bit from this whole Charlie Kirk stuff. It just bothered me a little bit, but I'll be on probably with Rock, doing our little Friday stream. So hopefully that'll be cool. But
Right on. So Friday, you should be able to check out Angel. Maybe, more than likely, I'll be there as well. I don't know if DK is this week or next week. DK, are you this week or next week?
Next week, I gotta work Friday
Next week. So he won't be here this week, but he'll be there next week. Every other week, you'll be able to check out DK there. He's also starting up his stuff. King Style seems like he's starting to work on some stuff. It would be cool. Let's all go ahead and promote each other up there. Get everybody.
Yeah,
out
I gotta
there up and
cook
going.
/ bake this idea, or else I'll fuck it up. So
Until you lose it, man. Don't get on it while it's fresh in the pot, dude. Get on it, because
got it.
nobody
man.
likes it. Nobody likes a cold idea. Like, but with that being said, hey, thanks for everybody showing up. Hey, may also go ahead and take a more calm second before I'm trying to hype up a outro. But RIP to Charlie Kirk. That show's fucking crazy. I think it's super unnecessary. It's wild. It's hard to comprehend. It's hard to actually wrap your head around, and it's hard to even talk about, because it's like, I don't want to be funny, and I don't want to be, because I don't think any of it's funny. But at the same time, usually whenever I do shows, I try to be sometimes funny or try to do funny stuff. So it's hard to maybe run a show when you're trying not to do any funny stuff. But at the same time, I don't know, man. The best way I can put it is, we lost a great person who was doing something good for, I think, a lot of people. Whether you fully agreed with them or not, I don't think actually matters. And I really hope it doesn't set a precedence for what could come afterwards. But I also wouldn't be surprised. Let's just we'll see what happens in the next few days, and hopefully it's not fucking insane. And then the next time we're talking, it's because there's some fucking even crazier shit going on. I would hate to see that. Hopefully the next time that we're talking will probably be more likely on Friday for Rockefeller Plaza stream. As far as a lot of these people on this panel goes, obviously not DK Bones, or at least me and Angel will be on there. And then it'll be about some pop culture stuff. More likely some of this might be brought up depending on what else comes up. And then hopefully maybe next week and stuff, everything will be, I don't want to say back to normal, but maybe a little bit more normal conversation, more pop culture topics and whatnot. And then we will see where everything goes from there. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I try to stay away from politics, but I mean, this is such a big fucking crazy thing. And obviously it affected a bunch of people. There's no way to not talk about it. And I would feel not right not talking about it. So that being said, thank you guys all for tuning in, and you guys are fucking awesome. You're amazing. Thank you for all my panelists, my guests. Go check out all their channels. Go check out the Casual Reviewer, DK Bones. Even check out King Style. Get him some reviewer or King Style. If you don't have a channel out, make sure you make a channel, even if you got zero content out, so we can send people there, get some viewers on there before you even got people going on there.
Gotcha, man.
With that being said, we are out of here, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Whiskey lead a wandering soul to heaven's watering hole. I'll drink to forget a memory, but hell's got one more trick for me. I walked up, said, what's your favorite sin? She could have killed me with that smile. Said it's lost with the touch of rain. But I'm a glutton for love, so let's just dance. Next thing I know, we were burning up that dance floor. I didn't know what I was in for. Well, I might be an open sinner, but I know I'm no false saint. That wicked little angel's got me praying for some faith. $151 and a touch of fun got her going wild. Sin on my lips after just a sip, it's just her style.